and they will make sure that your carpets are cleaned and your hard surfaces as well, they can clean. And they've done it for me. It's a fabulous feeling when they're done. I mean, the carpet's not drenched, and it is so, so clean. Zero Res Denver, operating at full capacity, 3 room areas for just $119. 303-471-5150.
Think getting healthier, sleeping better, or losing those last few pounds? Think new.
Okay, we're back up.
It's a totally new approach that uses psychology and small goals.
Is it just a blank?
I don't know. I don't.
New shows you the why behind your decisions and habits and gives you the tools to change them for good. So get started today at noom.com.
So you felt, I know what happened. I turned this up louder and used, that monitor's lower, and that monitor affects you. So now it's normal?
Right, no, actually this thing was, for some reason, popped out again. This cord right here, so it was only partially in.
Okay, but you can adjust the monitor level.
Yeah, yeah. Everything's good. The audio is good.
I'm fine with that.
Audio is good.
I was going to mention Action Computer too. Those guys have good use stuff.
I just had to shut down and bring it up again for some reason. I don't think it was anything anybody did. It just locked.
I want to find her.
I went there one time. My son was, he was about 10. He was looking at some porn sites, which is, it's normal for a 10-year-old kid.
Did you call me? Gotcha. Thank you. My minute.
But apparently it shut down. You know, got one of those blue screens. And I couldn't. So I brought it to Action. They took care of it.
The blue screen of death.
Well, this you couldn't. You know.
You got to just shut her down and hopefully it comes up.
On a porn site, you said?
Well, he was 10 years old, and I said, "Look, you know, you really can't do that." But you know, a 10-year-old boy doing that is not unusual. Hey Tom, I'm getting the chat now. Tom?
MileHighEstatePlanning.com. Blake Harris. He says, Tom, we're doing everything we can to service people. And so many people, listen, I thought, you know what? Am I ready if something does happen? I mean, this really snaps you into reality, doesn't it? He's available for all virtual appointments. Whatever you need to do to feel safe, he'll do. You can do FaceTime, you can do like Skype, you can do the regular phone, you can do emails. Everything can be done virtually through your estate. Wills, simple wills, trust, protecting your assets, probate. Yes, he can help you with probate right now. So you can call him for any of your estate planning needs or your immediate estate planning or estate issues, I should say. Probate and trust administration, 720-924-6171. You can even text him there, 720-924-6171, MileHighEstatePlanning.com. How much time? I have 1 minute? Okay. Thank you.
I'm getting the chat now, Tom.
Oh, you are? Oh, on your computer there. On that main one there.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
What was that little one that you had?
That was my tablet.
Yeah, but you should be able to do
was
it.
it
Was it an Apple tablet?
Apple?
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
That's weird. Okay, these Italian peppers I made. It's a delicacy. They're not as hot as they usually are. They're hardly hot.
Or they like bell peppers?
They're usually they're Italian. We call them Italian peppers. They're Anaheim peppers, made in an Italian way, in a sauce, and yeah. Hi, Tom Martino here. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. Frank is just a mensch. He's a great guy, and he's there to help you with anything you need right now especially. He's still listing homes, still doing market valuations and market analysis. They even clean the home before they stage it. And here's what he's doing. He's giving you counsel when you need it the most. And if you're really in a hurry and you're facing a foreclosure or something, a problem, he can also consult you through that and usually work with the bank or lender not to foreclose and to get it done. 303-920-1622. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. I want to talk to Bob Logan at Plumline Services. Listen, we are promoting the hell out of businesses that are up and running and helping people and doing it the safe way. So again, if you have any specials, Bob at Plumline, you guys are doing this furnace and air conditioning check. What is going on?
Yeah, Tom. So, this is typically a little bit slower time of the year.
Yes.
And again, a lot of people are trying to get things done while they're at home. So what we're going to do for your listeners, we normally do the $79 tune-up for either the furnace or the air conditioner.
Right.
But for your listeners, if they call in today, and today only, they don't have to get the service today, we'll book them through April 15th. But if they call in today, $79 for both services, furnace and air conditioner.
That is wonderful.
If they only have a furnace, then we'll go ahead and do that for $39.
Okay, $39 for just one, $79 for both. And may I ask something? What is the situation with home services right now? Are people, in the beginning we checked, you said you're busy running service calls. You're doing that safely. Explain what you do when you get to a home.
You bet. So first of all, we're pretty busy right now. Again, on the HVAC side, the furnace and air conditioning systems, this is normally a slower time of year anyway.
Right.
But as far as our normal service calls, we're as busy as ever. So the good thing is any company that's been around for a while like ours, and I got some good competitors out there too.
Yes.
The legitimate companies, they have safety standards already. So we're constantly sanitizing the offices, our trucks, our equipment. When we go in and out of homes, we're changing out shoe covers, gloves. We're doing everything possibly that we can to keep people safe anyways. So we're doing that. But in addition to that, Tom, what we've started to do, for example, our trainings. As you know, we have daily trainings every morning. We're doing those remotely now through Microsoft Teams or Zoom. And so all of our departments are doing remote meetings, so we're not all congregating in a group. I'm also working with our call center right now, so by the end of this week, they'll all be remote and answering calls and dispatching from home. And right now, we do have separation, and we're working split shifts. So
good.
So we're taking some additional precautions anyway.
I want to talk about one important thing, and I mean this. And again, I'm not fear mongering. This is a fact. This ultraviolet air cleaner for the house. This ultraviolet system works. They use it. Listen, it's nature's way of cleaning things. In fact, it's a water purification. They use them on hot tubs and swimming pools. And you have an ultraviolet system for the whole house, no moving parts, because all it does, I don't mean all it does, but it has a system by which air moves through ultraviolet radiation, right?
That's correct. That's called a Captura. It's a UV light, and it kills viruses and bacteria.
Yes, it does.
They go through your duct system. So there's two parts to that. We have a polarized media filter, which takes out all the dust and pollens and things like that. But then the Captura UV light, ultraviolet light, it'll kill all the viruses. And so that's a great product.
Yes.
In fact, I'm gonna throw that in too. If any of your listeners are interested in that, we'll give them 20% off that product right now. And then we do have a very great special on furnace and air conditioner. So if you buy an air conditioner right now from Carrier, and we'll give you a free furnace. That's the special we have going right now. But again, for your listeners, I'll throw in that Captura UV light as part of the deal. So not
holy crap, that's great.
You also get the Captura.
Now, if someone wants to just add that air system, you'll do that too? If someone just wants to add the purification.
Yeah, I'll give them 20% off.
Okay. That's wonderful. PlumlineServices.com. And is this the number that he gave you? It's not the number I normally use, Daphne. Bob, what do you have the number you want to use?
What number? What number?
It's
303.
Yeah.
436 2525.
436-2525. 436-2525. That's 303-436-2525. Okay. Thank you very much, Bob Logan, PlumlineServices.com. We got a lot more to talk about. Tim, is he ready to take or not? If he's not, I'll
No, Tim. Nope.
No, Tim. Okay. If you guys have any problems, questions, or complaints, give us a call. We have a full team around. Mark, I want to check with you. Is Mark's up, right? Yeah, Mark, hey, look at now that people are tuning out. Oh, my God, look at them. No, that's a nice shot there. We're live on Facebook, live on YouTube. Mark, tell us about the stock market.
Oh, it's great today. It's up almost 2,000 points, 1,823 this very second. Trump's coming out soon to say something. Hopefully it's good news, but the market looks good.
You know, he's being criticized for saying we should get back to work. I don't think he was saying, I didn't sense that he was saying this is ridiculous, we shouldn't have safeguards. He was saying what everyone's thinking. Let's try to get back as soon as possible. That's what I took. What did you take?
You know, we're going to find out at the end of day 15, which I believe is next Sunday, if I recall. And maybe they will change how we're handling this. I mean, if I had to gut check it right now, I would say maybe they're going to pull back a little. I don't know how you do that in New York City and some of these hotbeds, but I don't know, man. Don't you think at some point maybe people just have to get it, as crazy as that sounds?
Well, I've always said those most vulnerable should be isolated and protected.
Yep.
But then I hear, well, you don't always know. For some reason, Mark, and this is something that's weird, some people don't get sick. I mean, they have it, and they're not getting sick, or they have a mild cold. Others get severely ill, and they're not all compromised. That's the weird part. Now, most of them are. Don't get me wrong. But every once in a while, it strikes someone. But here, how about this? Just 2 or 3 healthy people. 2 of them might get it really bad, and 2 of them will get it in a mild way. Deputy Doc's going over to the microphone.
There's always some immunity. 100% of people didn't die in the Black Plague. Some people just have natural immunity to certain diseases because of their genetic makeup.
And they fight it better.
Yeah, nothing is going to kill 100% of the population. So there are always going to be people who are immune and don't get the disease.
All right.
We don't get the symptoms of it, right, Doc?
Do they?
No, I'm saying not getting.
No, are there some that are totally non-symptomatic?
Yes, absolutely. Look, like I said, the Black Plague, they had no medicine, no sanitation, and it didn't kill 100% of the population because everybody didn't get it.
All right. We have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. 303-713-TALK. Get your calls in.
You're down.
Impact Traffic.
Thanks.
Remember we talked about outliers? There are outliers on both sides.
No delays on in and outbound Henry Boulevard. If you're traveling up from the high country, watch out for periodic delays in traffic along I-70 both directions between Fall River and Idaho Springs. Watch fall mitigation taking place on that stretch. For the forecast, it will sunny today, nice with a high of 62. Right now, just a few clouds and 50. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Duke Wagner, 630 K-How.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Do it right to save 5% every day by shopping at Lowe's in-store or online. Save 5% on eligible purchases just by using your Lowe's Advantage card. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Second credit approval cannot be combined with other credit offers. Exclusions apply. See store for details. U.S. only.
But one more thing. In 2018, taxes has come and gone, and soon it will be time to start thinking about 2019. For those who have not filed for you or have looming tax or collections or audits, there is comfort and relief. Larson Tax Relief. Larson gets help to delinquent taxpayers all over the country. From good state in our backyard with their national headquarters in West Street. Just phone 844 Larson Tax. Larson Tax Relief is the only tax help service exceptionally ready. They'll get to you the IRS and iron out the best settlements on back taxes and audits. Way better than the other. It's going to be better than you could ever do yourself.
Daphne? Daph? Daph?
This is Ryan Watson, Vice President and General
Hey.
Manager of Audi Flyers and Audi Motor Service. When's the last time a dealership
Shannon?
had the experience you were looking for? From the first mile to the last, your experience is our #1 priority. Visit us at
Shannon?
AudiFlyers.com or AudiMotorService.com. This is Dean Campos. Over the past 35 years, I've had the privilege of representing many wonderful people whose lives have been devastated by a crash caused by a truck. Our firm has the real-world results that prove our hard-earned expertise in trucking cases. And because we take righteous cases on a percentage fee basis, good folks from all walks of life can take advantage of our services. So if you're the victim of a truck crash, give me a call. Happy to show you our track record. 303-770-5551.
Hello? Hi. No big deal. Stellar Painting, I'm putting up the number for you. We can get those, if we can get them on any time today, that would be good. Because, okay, whatever. Let's just do whatever we have to. Yeah, it's weird, but okay, we'll make do. All right.
Do you suffer with shoulder pain and or rotator cuff problems? Downtown Healthcare is the leading physical and regenerative medicine office in Colorado. Take advantage of their radio-only special free consultation. Call 303-292-9992 today or go to downtownhealthcare.com.
If you want to stomach issues, for me, it's intense gas. Or diarrhea, sometimes all at once. Over and over. I spent years with the symptoms, but could never figure it out. Whatever I did, they never went away. So I decided to break it down from the doctor and get really specific about my symptoms.
We discovered that exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, may be the reason for my stomach issues.
EPI is caused by my pancreas. It leads to diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, unexplained weight loss, and only stools. The symptoms just don't go away.
But EPI can show up with even one symptom.
The good news? EPI is manageable. But to get to the right diagnosis, you have to break it down for your doctor and get specific about the severity of your symptoms. Visit identifyepi.com to learn more and use the symptom checker to help change the conversation with your doctor. Brought to you by Apple.
If you have traditional insulation in your walls, you're probably paying too much on energy bills. You need the right insulation for true efficiency. For upgrading your building needs, you need a thorough run, not industrial foam. This is advanced injection foam, filling water tanks, maintaining our permanent in all temps. No hassle insulation. Injected from outside the home, compacting the existing insulation, filling every room and granular. Retro foam is environmentally friendly, no oxidants, and in a better way. What are you waiting for? You have everything to gain, nothing to lose. Call Rocky Mountain Retro Foam now, 720-676-6333, 720-676-6333, and see their amazing video at HomeDepot.
Ask Alexa to play 630 K-Hop. Then you can hear Dan Catler's Impact Your Love this afternoon.
From iHeartRadio.
Denver's talk station.
On your smart speaker.
Available on over 2,000.
Yeah, I can't wait till Mark gets in this one.
Gets into what?
This call letter issues.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. All right. What is on your mind and how are you dealing with it? And what can we do to help you? All of these things we're doing, and we're solving problems. Let's talk to Robert. Robert, what's happening? Hi, Robert.
Hi, Tom.
What's going on with you, by the way? May I ask, are you staying home?
I'm a truck driver. I got to keep America
No,
moving.
you
so,
do. In fact,
one of the
my
men down
hat
here.
goes off to truck drivers. My goodness, if these guys just tossed in the towel, we'd be up the creek. Wow.
Yeah,
So
well,
what's going on? What do you do? What do you
try to make a
do?
living.
What do you do as a truck driver?
I'm a line haul position driver for Saya Freight, Saya LTL.
What do you deliver?
So they kind of like move freight from point A to point B and then back.
Okay. So I want to know.
Out of state and then back home. So I'm usually out maybe 1 or 2 days, and sometimes I'm back home, after about 12 hours. It's not too bad. It's a really good company, so they take good care of us.
Okay. Now, what do you have as an issue?
Okay, well, my wife, I have a wife at home and stay at home with a few little health issues. And for her, I'm worried because, she doesn't have a spleen. She has parasitosis, so I'm really worried about all this going around. And then I have a daughter at home that's pregnant. She's 20, but, she's at the house with us, and then a son at home. And long story short, we, like everybody, well, not everybody, but many, we have, financial issues. And so we're at the point where we're kind of catching up the house on a payment plan. And we had
Now, what do you mean catching up? How far behind are you?
Oh, we're about 3 months now.
Okay.
3 to 4 months.
3 to 4 months. Is it 3 or 4?
Yeah, it's 4.
Okay. How did you get behind? Because of the illness or what?
No, it was a vehicle accident we had years ago, and ever since then, we just kept going downhill. And so right now, we're in a tough position, and we had a sewage line break in our yard.
Oh, my God. Okay.
And so
that adds insult to injury.
People.
Okay. Your mortgage company, first and foremost, your mortgage company is working with you. Is that right?
Yes, they are.
Okay. Next issue is this sewer. What happened to it?
Yes.
What happened?
It backed up. So we had went back and forth renting the camera to go down. Couldn't get it to go down. We rented the.
What did it turn out to be? What did it turn out to be?
It turned out to. It turned out to be. They told me it was that the line broke. It collapsed, but they weren't sure because they couldn't get the camera through.
And who's that?
And that was Rootertown.
How did you find them? How did you find them?
We found them. I believe my wife.
We've had problems with those
I
clowns
know.
in the
Mark,
past.
Mark, you took the words out of my mouth.
clowns.
They're terrible. A good company would have. Man, we have so many good ones. But Mark, I don't know. I wonder.
They're bad. They're bad people, in my opinion.
Okay, Robert, you have to hold on because really, what Mark is saying is true. We have had major problems. I wouldn't doubt you were ripped off. I hope you weren't ripped off too bad. We can get someone to the rescue. I don't even want to use that word, but you hang on, okay, Robert? I'm Tom Martino. People, this is a time when we have to band together and help each other. We're here, as always, 303 Martino.
Ideal Home.
You're down.
For your next ideal home loan with credit optimization.
In order to get even better rates, they also have to pick your term loan. You may not want to go back to 30 years.
Do we have any outbound at all, brother?
Apparently not.
Oh, you looked.
This morning we didn't.
That's
I know, none from last night.
so many calls.
And there was only one on the weekend, so I know it was switched over on the weekend.
I got to figure that out. But you know what? Everyone's distracted.
Yeah.
Here, I'll take that for you.
Oh.
I should have a little trash thing over here. In fact, I should do that. Didn't you have one the other day? Oh, you took it just to carry something.
Yeah, that was
I'm
just.
gonna get something, a little trash.
It's Kim Commando. Sundays at noon on 6:30.
We got some liquor.
This is Denver's Talk Station.
I'm gonna put this in my coffee. I love this shit. Oh, that coffee stuff, bro. This coffee liquor. This stuff.
Oh, that's good?
Did you ever taste? You want?
No, I don't mind.
I mean, just you wouldn't even.
No, I'm just good, thanks.
Do you not drink at all?
Oh, no, I drink.
I mean, I was just curious because I just want to put a little in my
In the coffee there?
Oh God,
Yeah,
do I love
no.
it.
It's a liqueur?
It's a liqueur, but it's
What flavor?
coffee.
Oh, it is.
Oh my God, it's delicious. I mean, it's
Big time
totally
coffee.
And right now I'm doing it for medicinal purposes, okay?
Of course. I'm not judging.
Namaste, or whatever they say. Okay.
On Capitol Hill, senators continue to negotiate with Trump administration officials trying to hammer out a deal for a $1 trillion-plus stimulus package for Americans and businesses. This is ABC News. One fitness professional explains how during this current crisis, he's taken his job out of the studio and on the internet.
Okay, just wait a second. I gotta take you off speaker. Okay, you there? What's the matter? Oh, okay, I'll let you know. Bye.
But he's also trying to do his job at home. He shares with his wife. That's big news. Segura says he's trying to remember it is forever, and that it's a local solution until it reaches the studio. Daryl, ABC News, New Jersey.
One business is doing what it can to help healthcare workers in the front lines of the pandemic. Joanne Fabrics and craft stores is giving video instruction on how to make face masks. The craft chain says it will collect all the masks made and donate them to hospitals. Like in San Diego, ABC News.
When you're diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, a lot of questions run through your mind. What am I going to do? What are my options? What do I do now? Visit findyourmcvoice.com for an interactive guide to help you learn the next steps to take at your MDC.
Hey, Tom, remember that guy last week who needed gas for his car, who sounded really depressed?
Right.
Anyway, I just spoke to him. I asked him about what conditions are at the shelter. And they're really not following this social distancing. They're not keeping them that far apart. So if you want to speak to him and ask him questions, he said he'd be willing to tell you what's going on.
Okay, let's do it.
How did you get gas?
Do you have the number? Can you message Daphne?
Yeah. I have the number.
I know a lot of people are going to say you're lucky you have a shelter, right? Shut up. But
HD2 Denver.
Did he ever get gas, Doc? Or
He's been sick. I don't know.
You do not need to do that. You can go to the grocery store to grab your essential items, but then again, return back home.
People in Denver and Boulder are also being allowed to get outside for fresh air as long as they are socially distancing. The stay-at-home order is going into effect this afternoon at 5 and will last until at least April 10th. That's 2 weeks from this Friday. Denver Public Schools asking families to complete a survey about what home technology students have available to them. District has committed to providing technology to students that don't have it. Online learning in Denver is set to begin April 7th. Students that are part of the Cherry Creek School District set to begin online learning this coming Monday. That's the latest. I'm Connor Shreve.
Now, impact traffic. This report is sponsored by Boost Mobile. Step up with Boost Mobile, super reliable, super fast network.
If you have to be out and about traveling around town, for the most part, you're going to be in good shape. Stop by a gas station. Gas prices are under $2 across most of the metro area right now. But a big crash still being worked on eastbound I-70 at Peoria. Traveling out to the airport, give yourself about 10 to 15 extra minutes there.
Well, they're contemplating shutting down all domestic flights.
Delays. Watch out for expected delays in the high-country drive, both directions of I-70 between Fall River Road and Nine Horse Springs. Sporadic delays due to rockfall mitigation. The weather forecast will be sunny with a high...
Think about it, the air traffic controls are in a crowded area also.
With your impact traffic and weather.
background, okay.
630 K-How.
Don't suffer from the excruciating pain of a bad network. Step up with Boost Mobile and get a super reliable, super fast nationwide network that'll keep everyone in your family happy. So switch today. Step up with Boost Mobile.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you might be kicking yourself in the head. Rates are at historic lows, so take advantage of our new Fast Track loan with an unbelievable low rate of 3.625 rate and APR. With our no closing cost 30-year fixed loan. That's right, no points, no fees. Hi, I'm Wesley Nolan with Westland Financial, a trusted lender for over 20 years. Even if you've refinanced in the last year, we can still probably save you money. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how you can save up to thousands of dollars a year. This amazing 3.625 rate and APR won't last long, and our new Fast Track loan process can get it done in record time. So call today, 844-425-3669. That's 844-425-3669. 844-425-3669. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of mankind. Call us at 844-425-3669.
NMLS 3304. Not all of apply. Equalizer letter and subject to change. iHeartRadio wants to help with a chance at $1,000. Text the nationwide keyword Ford to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text in it.
Okay, fellas, here we go.
One contest. That's Ford to 200-200. This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Hello, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, here to help you. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. This is basically what we've been doing for years, helping people. That's what this show does. And I am so happy that we were positioned to do this. Now, I hope this goes away as quickly as possible. But we are helping people, and that's the important thing. 303-713-TALK. If you're on the line, please stay there. We will take you. We will help you. Just have a little patience, and we will get to you. Coming up, I will have the blend for boosting your immune system, a daily regimen that is agreed to by all. I've checked with every healthcare provider I know. They're at the worst testimony I got was, well, it's not going to do any harm. Sure, it's good for you. But the best is, this is absolutely an immunobooster. Now, nothing is going to be guaranteed, okay, to prevent things, but to boost your immune system is so important. As Deputy Doc, our doctor on staff, said, there are people who get the same disease, react totally differently, because it all has to do with their systems. It all has to do with their systems. The better systems fare better than the weaker systems. And they're not always overtly compromised. Sometimes they're just what he called an outlier, that are weaker or stronger for some reason that we haven't decoded yet. But in all cases, the immunoboosters help, and we're going to come up with that recipe. I'm going to give it to you. Robert, he's a truck driver down on his luck. He's trying to work with his mortgage company. That's good. Do you have equity in this home, by the way, just on an aside?
Yeah, I do. We've been in the home about 20 years. I got they told me about 100,000 in equity, but I don't know about now with everything the way it's going.
No, home values have not gone down. But Robert, on a side note, if you ever need to sell to move on to something cheaper or better or different or another area, don't ever let it get to a foreclosure. Now, Robert, let's talk about Rootertown. Rootertown stinks. Rootertown is a sucky company from the past. Mark, do you recall the specific issue we had with them?
Well, the biggest one we had is they did a sewer job, and they just literally didn't do it. They took some money, and they decided not to finish it. I don't recall why.
That's not the one where they had that attorney get in touch with us, right? That weird attorney that had an answering machine and never called us back. That wasn't those people. Remember that?
I think that might have been them. They're the ones that they gave the guy a quote. Okay, you might be right, but the one you're talking about, they gave the guy a quote of about $8,000.
They went over, and they said the reason they went over is it's
$20,000.
But they said it's common in the industry not to know something.
Yeah, the flow fill.
Hold on, let me put that. What was that, Dan?
It was that special fill that they needed to put underneath the road.
Exactly.
Flow fill.
Yeah. Okay. So these guys we have a history with. I want you, Robert, get to the problem. What did they do? or not do?
Okay, so they did the job. It took them about a week and a half, and I was always on the road, so I couldn't be there. And they quoted us a price of $5,800. And then the supervisor came out and said, "Well, we're going to have to go all the way to the alley, to the main line. So it's going to be." He wanted to charge like 11.
See, Mark, this is their modus operandi. Quoted 5,800, then went up to 11.
Yeah,
No,
that's
he
them.
went up to 11, brought it back down to 95 because I told him they actually repossessed my car that same day they were there. I got the paperwork and everything for it.
Okay, listen, here's what I need to know. Hold on. It went to 11, back down to 9,500. What I need to know is what happened. What's the ultimate outcome?
Well, my credit didn't pass, so my parents are senior citizens.
You were trying to get a loan. They co-signed for a loan. Okay, what did you pay them? What did you pay them?
Well, nothing yet. My parents got the bill in the mail, and they were blown away. And
How much?
Hurt because it came out to $15,400 now.
Oh my God! Hold on a second. Here's what's going to happen. They're going to put a lien on your house. So it went up to $15,400.
Yes, but it's under my mother's name. They made us sign her name and got her information, and she was told that it wasn't going to go up, very high, and so now we're in a really bad spot.
Okay, I want to get this straight. The loan that you took out was for how much?
No, I didn't take it out. They took it out of my mother's Wells Fargo card.
Oh, okay. So there's no loan. Well, you said cosigner. That's usually a loan. So your mom.
They told my wife that.
Your mom paid for it, basically. Robert, your mom paid for it.
Yes.
15.4.
I guess. Yeah, because.
Here's the more important thing. Is it fixed?
I don't know.
Well, what do you mean you don't know? What was the problem before and what is it now? Robert, come on now, man. Is it fixed?
You mean the sewage line? Yes. I thought you meant interest rate. No, yes. The sewage line is fixed, but it's backed up right now. It's been backing up.
Now, wait a minute.
Right now, I have a tub full of water
Robert,
right
then it's not fixed. Why are you telling me it's fixed? You said, oh, yeah, it's fixed, but it's just backing up.
No, the main lines from the house to the main sewage line out in the road. That part's done that they fixed, but now it's backing up upstairs.
But wait. Why is it backing up if you just had a new service line put in?
I don't know. I got a feeling they're going to come out at 4:30 again today, so I'm going to be home. I'm on my way back now. I'm just coming into Colorado, but
okay. Listen, Robert.
They want us to fix the bill.
Robert, what do you mean fix the bill?
Well, because they told my wife, well, you're the co-signers, and we're not knocking $5,000 off because the supervisor told me and my wife personally
Robert,
that it would not be more than $10,000.
One thing at a time. First of all, what they tell you doesn't mean crap, okay? Okay?
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I look you straight in the eye and say, this is not going to be over 10 grand. Here, sign this. If it doesn't say 10 grand, what does it say? What did you actually sign?
There's 4 different invoices, and the last one, they were just telling my wife, sign this, sign that, but she doesn't know.
Okay,
and,
look. We need to deal with these guys. Is Deputy Slim on today? Is he online? If he's not,
I'm not seeing him online.
Okay, Deputy Clint. The reason is they deal with home services a lot, and those are who I would prefer to use for this. But I mean, Deputy Doc's great, but he's more for more of the other stuff. So listen, Robert. Here's a few things. Let's take one thing at a time. First and foremost, why would you pay anything if it's not fixed? It's not fixed. They put a main line in. What?
Yeah, but it was fixed, and now a week later, now it's backing up. It just started backing up
Robert,
2 days ago.
Robert.
Yes?
Then it's not fixed.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just not. Something is up. And guess what? I think what's up with your sewer now is what was wrong with it before. I don't think you needed I don't think you needed what they did. I think you got taken. But what we need to do.
My wife got taken. I'm on the road all the time.
Okay, here's what you need to do. We need to get them to fix it if they can. But before they do anything, Mark, I want to get Master over there
Get Master Rooter to go check it out?
Just to check it and give their opinion for us as a favor. Would they do that?
Yeah, of course. Well, where's this guy located?
Yeah, Robert, where are you?
Oh, I'm in Brighton.
Ah, God, these people with problems are on the. I don't know where we may be able to get there. Mark,
I'll give him a call.
We'll find out. Now, Robert, don't pay a dime yet, okay? Now, how are you dealing with this? How are you dealing with the current backup right now?
Well, the tub's full of water. As soon as I get home, I'm going to work on it again. But I was up till midnight.
When you say work on it, what do you work on? What do you work on when you work on it?
I'm trying to get a snake in there and a clothes hanger.
In where? In where? In where?
Through the tub. Through the tub.
Was it backing up like that? Was it backing like that before?
Yes, it was.
So they didn't do anything. Why aren't you pissed at that? All right, hold on.
I am. I don't know what else to do.
Well, you called us. Let's get on it. All right, hold on. Now, this is an abomination. God, I hope people know about Rootertown more and more and more. Robert, here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to get it analyzed, see where you sit. I want to know what you paid for and why. These people suck. You go to our referral list, this won't happen, people. Why do you think I have it? Huh? Referrallist.com. Oh, my God. And if you say, well, it's advertising. Oh, yeah. Newsflash. Everything is advertising. But here's the difference. You advertise with me, you get approved first. You advertise with me, we follow up. You advertise with me, you have somewhere to complain to. Try that anywhere else. Anywhere in the universe. They all want to say, oh, we're journalists. We don't take advertising. Yeah, you do. You just have a wall separating you. The guy downstairs does the ads, and you're a journalist, right? Don't tell me your newscast isn't sponsored and you don't get pressured. I was in TV news. I know you get pressured. I was told flat out at Channel 4 what I could not cover. Now, here's the bottom line, okay? Here's the bottom line. Don't do any work without getting a double and triple opinion. This sucks. God, I hate when people are ripped off. Now listen to this one. Diane, am I getting this straight? Somebody stole furniture out of a dead person's house? I hope I'm not hearing this one right.
No, not dead. I'm alive.
But they stole it out of your house.
No. I hired a company in Denver because the series quickly, Mr. Martino, was I lost my home. My husband died.
Oh.
I had a lot of furniture. I had to put it into
I
another
get it.
place.
Now, hold on. How did you lose your home?
He got sick. He fell, and he never recovered.
And you lost it. You lost it in foreclosure?
Well, yeah, it was a short sale. He had to be put into a facility, and he never came back to normal. He fell off his bike, and he struck his head on the road. So he was functioning, sort of, but never with his
People
brain.
stole from you at this time. This is terrible. We're going to come right back to you. Please hang on. We'll come right back to you.
Down.
Fuller. Snap out of it. Yeah.
Dude, how many people live in your head and tell me how to snap out of it?
But the people in my head don't all speak at once.
You're the only person I know who goes to a restaurant and only eats a table for 6. Dude,
Yeah, and separate checks. John Fuller, Fuller Law. Read my lips. John Fuller, Fuller Law. I'm serious. You need John Fuller at Fuller Law if you've been in an accident, and he's our traffic accident expert. He is doing all his appointments and DocuSigns online, and he's doing virtual appointments. He's doing either Skype or FaceTime and a telephone. They use Zoom, by the way, Zoom video. The staff is fully able to work remotely. They are up and running. Do not sit on your rights. John wants you to know that he does not want you to sit on your rights. You need to get help, even if you can't get to a doctor right away. They do have doctors available, but even if you can't, or even if you can't get to the court or to their office, they can still help. John Fuller, Fuller Law, 303-597-4500, 597-4500.
Those also some follow-up on that lady whose dog was put into the shelter.
I'm going to do all of it with you.
Okay,
I
just
gotta
do it.
remember. Hold on, let me
It's
write it
okay.
down. Hold on, I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna do it right here. Now I know I'll get it. Hold on. Okay, follows. Hold on.
Several things that can happen with the home that are coming up with the plumbing issues to roofing repairs, from officers to the weather to help you with your needs. If practicing safety precautions so you feel comfortable calling them and having them come
Go ahead, follows.
Oh, just with Ida, who was the lady with the dog.
What else?
And John, you want to talk to him? He's on the line.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
And I'm waiting for Terry to call me back about
Mark.
the refrigerator.
Oh. Do you have an open line with Mark?
No, we're just texting. He should be able to hear you though, if he's on Facebook.
Hey, Dad.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents.
Hey.
Yeah, man, how about 20 away to a zero?
Okay.
For what you need. This is Burger Balls. Do you go with it? Yes. One palace party meal. No, you can't talk to the manager. By the way, you are up. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Zero Res Denver. These are the people that you need to call to clean your carpets. They know that the coronavirus is on your mind. They're not going to make any unreal promises, but they can tell you this. When they sanitize the carpets, it does kill germs. It does help. Everything helps when things are clean. And they are doing it at a bargain with empowered water, never soaps or emulsifiers to hold on to anything. Bottom line, the carpet is the biggest air filter in your home. Everything eventually gets to the carpet. Everything you've walked in, walked through. Shed your shoes at the door once you get these guys to clean. 3 rooms for just $119 in a patented, wonderful way to clean thoroughly and not leave carpets drenched or with any residue. Zero Res, they're using all the safety guidelines to keep you safe in your home and still in business, full steam ahead. ZeroResDenver.com, 303-471-5150.
Call 303-292-9992 today to start the new year off right.
Is your garage door making weird noises, dissipating or having issues with your garage door? Call Don's Garage Door. Only garage door I personally endorse. I use Don's Garage Doors in my home and folks you should too. Garage is the entrance to your home. You want somebody you can trust. Next time you need a garage door repair or replacement, call Don's Garage Doors. 303-738-DOORS. 303-738-3667 or online at Don'sGarageDoors.com. This report is sponsored by Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans.
Nice spring weather through we qualify chance for snow on Friday. The high today 64 degrees. Right now the 34 tomorrow high 68. Under your own switch starter. Foster 1.
Home is more than a house. It's the feeling of open roads and blue skies. Rocket Mortgages. Millions of Americans finance the home of their dreams. And it can help you too. Rocket Mortgage. Push button and mortgage.
Okay, guys, Kenway, here you go.
Everywhere with the iHeartRadio app.
Now #1 for podcasting.
630 J-Town. The station.
I'm Tom Martino along with Major Mark Major, Dab at the controls, Shannon on the board, video, Deputy Dan, Deputy Doc to my right doing follow-up calls, and Sue's over...
Boy, you're making friends. Did you see that nice piece of hate mail you just got?
Oh, which one? Which one? Which one is it? I mean,
you don't get much hate mail.
Which one, though? I mean,
where you talked about Nancy Pelosi.
Oh,
yesterday.
yeah. The bony finger
Some
bitch.
guys
Right.
off the
charts.
charts.
No. And you know what? He makes good points. I shouldn't call her a bony-fingered bitch. I mean, it's not respectful. And the thing is...
Yeah, but if the shoe fits...
The thing is, though, I am just tired. See, he was saying I was being political. Actually, I was saying I'm tired of people making this political. I don't know. I just really people are making it political. You know, they're using this aid bill to tack things on
To
they
get
want
solar panels.
But on both sides, Mark, they're both tacking on things they want. Can we just get together as a nation? My goodness
Yeah, especially
gracious.
for this. This is crazy.
Now, Diane, explain the situation from scratch. What happened? You lost your home. Were you moving at the time? Is that what's going on?
No, I just, he had to be taken care of. He had this fall. He never recovered. So
Right.
the cost of the nursing homes and everything ate up, the money that would have been paid for mortgage. It got behind quite a number of months, and the only option at that point was so much overdue.
So you did a short sale?
Yeah, I got a person. She did a short sale. That was fine. But I had a lot of beautiful things. It was a 3-story house. It was full.
And what did they do?
I had a lot of stuff.
What did you do?
Well, instead of putting the stuff into storage, which would have cost a whole lot more because storage rooms are so expensive, I found a place. I rented a 40-foot pod where I could have my furniture at home in my driveway. So when people wanted to come and buy it, I just had to open up the door and I could sell it right from there instead of having to meet them over at storage and open it and people.
Gotcha. That's a good idea. Then what?
Yeah. So that's okay. But then this neighbor, he's very irritable. He apparently complained about the 40-foot pod, even though it was in my driveway,
then what?
Not in the street. Well, the next thing you know, I have code enforcement at my door making threats. And he was threatening and threatening. He finally said, look, he didn't care I'm a disabled senior. I had a severe eye problem.
I get it.
Time. He didn't care. Yeah, he just said.
So then what?
He said, if you don't have that thing off your property, he gave me like a deadline, like January or something. He says, I am going to take you to court and I'm going to serve you with a criminal.
Okay, all right, but
like,
bottom line, what happened after that? I mean, let's get to the problem part.
This lady I know told me about this place in Denver called Weekend Cash, spelled C-A-C-H-E. And so she hooked me up with this guy, Mike. Well, he came over to my house.
What was he supposed to do?
He was supposed to take my stuff because I couldn't have stuff in the house.
What was he going to buy it or store it?
No, his job is.
I asked either or. What was he going to do?
Sell the stuff.
Okay, he was going to sell it. Okay, so then what happened?
At his different estate sales. He has all these estate sales every
Gotcha.
Oh, I know where this is going.
Okay, so what happened? Did they sell it?
Okay, well, he charged me $200 to rent a U-Haul truck, and he said, I'll come and get your stuff.
Right.
So here he comes.
Yeah.
Well, when I met him the day she brought him, he acted real nice to me. He was like, oh, yeah, we can do this.
What kind of shoes did he have on? Listen, what I'm getting at is there are certain details we don't need. What I do need to know is the end result.
Did he sell everything and you got a nickel?
What was the end result?
Yeah, he took beautiful stuff. The pod was 40 feet long, so
what
he took
did he
about,
do?
I would say, 15 or 20 feet of stuff. Some of it was brand new in boxes.
Okay, gotcha.
Then he started
How many feet of stuff?
15 or 20.
But then what I didn't obey my gut was when he got mad at me, I said, wait a minute, Mike, I'd like to look in that box before you take it. It could.
You have to understand, we started this thing talking about your bank and a short sale and your husband and where he was getting help, and it had nothing to do with anything. But here's the deal, Diane, seriously, I'm serious now. I want to help you, but you got to get to the problem.
Okay, here's the problem. I'll just tell you. He took my stuff. I paid $200 for a U-Haul truck. He was very much in a hurry. He snapped at me. He said, look, lady, I don't have time.
That part's not the problem. He took your stuff. That's where you left off with the pertinent stuff. Then what? You paid. Then what?
I went to see, then this lady, I said, I want to see where he's laying my stuff out. There was some home in Monument.
No. That's a conversation. That's not a problem. He took my stuff. I'm still there. He took my stuff.
All right. Okay, then I went to see how he laid it out on
No, I don't care about how he laid it out on the table. Listen, Diane, we can have a lot of fun doing this back and forth, but here's the bottom line. What is the problem?
The problem is, after 3 estate sales.
No, that's not.
3 different homes,
yeah, what's the problem?
He contacted me and said, your portion, as a 60-40 split, your portion of 3 estate sales of that much furniture is $36
Okay, and that's exactly what Mark said that like 6 years ago. And here's the bottom line. I had a guy come and get a bunch of stuff with an estate sale, and I ended up with $36. Now, that's the problem. What do you think? And I'm serious now. What do you think this stuff should have sold for?
It was beautiful stuff.
Like, what do you think? I don't know, Diana. Honest to God, I need your opinion on a really realistic estate.
$200 pair of designer shoes. He took two pairs of $200 designer shoes, and they were. I took a picture of it.
Listen,
they were there.
There's a group in town. Hold on. Let me just tell you something. There's a group in town called Dick and Sheets. Dick and Sheets has been around forever. They're very reputable, and they do estate sales. Now, here's the bottom line. They did some estimating one time, and the person was so livid, they called me. And I thought Dick and Sheets, they were insane. Here's what they say. Estate sales and liquidation sales are the same, and people get pennies on the dollar. You're not going to get a $200 pair of designer shoes that are used. And what do you think you would get for those? Honest to God, just let's take, because you mentioned those first. How much do you think those $200 shoes in an estate sale sell for?
I thought he should have got at least around $35, $40.
That's right. Now that, okay, you're reasonable. Okay.
No, I disagree with both of you.
No.
They're going to be in a bin. They're going to be in a bin with 20 other pair of shoes and go for a nickel.
No, Mark, that's an exaggeration.
I don't think so.
No, seriously. If they were brand new, $200 shoes, $30 would not be a reason. Mark, I can tell you from experience, because I've seen how they price them, they're not going to be a nickel. We're not talking about a flea market. We're talking about a legit estate sale. Now, obviously, I might be a little high, he might be a little low, but the point is, Diane, that we're both making, is you're not going to make a lot of money. I don't care what you say. If you have a home and you had all of it emptied out, now $36 is absolutely ridiculous in my opinion, but I have no idea. But Mark, what was that one time we had an estate sale? They went in there. I swear to God, they got a check for 25 cents. 25 cents. 25 cents. An entire house. 25 cents. They did the evaluation.
Mr. Martino, this was 3 sales. This was not one. He took my belongings to 3 different homes. The first one in Monument.
Diane,
and then
you don't have to convince me you got underpaid. I mean,
see how many yards or feet of stuff she had.
Yeah. Let's now, Diane. Do you have an Diane?
I don't have the $36 check.
Diane.
I refused it. I told him to shove it.
Diane, do you have an inventory of stuff?
He told me I would get an itemized list. I got nothing.
So you don't. So we can't even take there. So you can't even give us an itemized list.
I have a picture. He started grabbing stuff with the young man so fast.
What about this? Diane, that's your fault he started grabbing stuff. That's your fault. Don't be complaining to me he started grabbing stuff. You're in control. For God's sakes, people have to use their control. You're in control. Stop. Don't take another thing. Stop. If you said stop, do not take another thing. I want a complete inventory before you take anything, or I want to take photos. I need a photo. I need anything you have, anything. Now, here's the best case scenario.
I couldn't do that. The city was pressuring me with the summons.
No.
I had to get. I knew I had to get rid of it. I just let him.
I know. I know you were pressured.
Was pressuring me.
I want everyone to hear Diane, because we all have someone who is Diane, or we know someone, or we are Diane. And I'm going to tell you something. Diane, my heart goes out to you. It does. You know, you're losing your husband for all intents and purposes, and at the same time, you're faced with a foreclosure, and at the same time, you're faced with trying to get rid of stuff. Don't take my curtness here as I don't care. I do care. And I want everyone to listen to this. And when Diane first got in that problem, I wish she would have called me, and I'm putting the word out to everyone. Please tell people, before they get into this, call Martino. Do you know how successful we can be when we're in from the beginning to guide you through it? 303 Martino. Right now, it's hard. The best case scenario, Diane, we have to prove what you had. Now, I think the guy should have to come up with a list of what he sold and how much he sold it for. Is he willing to do that?
Let's call him.
No.
Deputy Doc, I'm going to put on this. Deputy Doc, it's reasonable to get a list. If he's going to say she gets $35 on 3 estate sales from a big house, then we should at least get a list. I'm Tom Martino. Diane, hold on. Deputy Doc will be talking to you. We got more coming up.
You're down.
Talk to John before you, because he's been holding on for a while. I don't want it to go away.
Is John the...
Because I think it's really important. I mean, that's how the stuff is going to spread.
So this one lady said that
Shannon.
the shelters always said that they couldn't do 6-foot rule.
It would have been
They
nice.
couldn't do it. A listener said they cannot.
What's on your mind? What I love about Simply Floors is that they can come to your home and keep their distance. They can keep, it's completely safe. They're not going to be near you. Or you can do a phone call. Now, Simply Floors Inc. is in business, and you're going to get an extraordinary deal. Listen, they normally will save you 20, 30, 40% anyway, right? They pass those savings on to you. Now they have low-cost financing, special discounts, special pricing on Pergo Extreme LBT. Why don't you check them out at simplyfloorsinc.com, and that's where you make your own appointment. Talk to them. Make sure you feel safe. They'll accommodate you. 303-456-4660, simplyfloorsinc.com.
Ooh, was that a story? She wanted to tell the story.
But you know, that's her idea.
I know, but I mean, that was, she kept on going back and back and back.
Speed on eastbound I-70 Peoria, earlier serious crash has been cleared off the highway.
You know, I mean, even though I really do want the story, that is kind of part of the deal.
Peoria, so that's good news right there. And the great news is, road stalls or accidents being reported as a wide open drive across the highway.
That's one of the worst ones I've seen.
If you have to venture out,
But she wanted to tell us everything.
What the bank had
All
to do.
plastic wear, bros.
What the bank had to do, I have no idea.
What forecast?
Oh, this is going to be good.
2050.
I'll give you some whenever you want. Whenever you want.
Okay, now.
This report is sponsored by Rocket Mortgage by...
And you never had peppers, did you?
The sun shines...
I say that's, no, not like that. No.
You tell me when you want them. I'll get...
Mortgage has seen it happen. They've helped millions of Americans build home where their dreams are reality.
These are the most delicious. And
What was it, a hamburger with it, or like
No.
pulled pork? Or?
Just sauce.
Oh, okay. Looks like there's meat in there.
No, just from the sauce. Yeah.
You eat it cold?
It's a cold, yeah.
Very cold.
You can warm it up.
Okay.
But
Why not take this time to let Larson
it's good for you too.
Oh, I bet it is good for you.
Larson just
Spice, a little bit of tomato sauce, and
employees to work from home.
a type of green peppers.
And it's a poultry sauce in there.
Tax relief can take your tax
When I do,
Oh.
shoulders during this stressful
when I make
They
something,
step between you and the IRS to negotiate the best possible settlements. Call them now, 844-LARSON tax. And yes, we'll get through this virus together. 844-LARSON tax.
We ought to
No more anxiety.
do something fun one day
I know the owners run
with a handheld camera.
I trust them, and you
On
can
the headset. We'll do a
844-LARSON
cooking show.
tax. That's
We'll do a cooking show.
Cooking show, huh? God, this.
Like the rest of us, you're probably tired of all those annoying sales calls to your home telephone number. Now, there's a solution.
That'd be a thing to do different.
Would it be fun?
Yeah.
Calls from getting through. And most live sales calls will hang up. So how does it work? Callers to your home telephone number will hear a personalized greeting from
You can handle that.
Caller selects the family
Mark's dogs keep
You can't see it.
Call is immediately forwarded onto the family member's cell phone. There's no equipment to buy. There's nothing to install. No long-term contracts. It's still your phone number and remains
Man,
in your
that's
system. The service is only $9.99 per month, and you can eliminate
But it's just not hot,
save
baby.
money. Now,
they're usually more spicy. But I don't artificially spice them. Either there's a tiny, tiny bit of spice. They're usually better. But
Well, do you use a little spice flavor because it's cold?
no, what I meant was the peppers themselves.
When you think about
have
home loans,
safety.
think
They're hot
ideal.
peppers, but these aren't that hot.
They
But
can
that's
do
by
that. They
nature.
wanna work with
You can't
affordability.
control
What you
that.
make as a payment every month so that you're
But
Yeah,
as
peppers
far
are
as
different,
the
yeah.
spices I use, just normal, I make my sauce like I normally would, and I fry these with a little blend of spices, and then mix them together.
Help when you need it most. Equal opportunity
It's
lender regulated
basically-
by DORA and MLS on 367.
It's a wonderful meal.
It's
just green peppers. Now, you'll see a lot of Italians do peppers and sausage. So they'll put sausage, and that's what it is. Those peppers are what people do.
To help reduce spread.
Peppers and sausage, peppers and
You mean
meatballs.
like stuff it in there, or do you just
No,
like, just
no,
like
the
that?
pepper, the sausage they put in with that sauce, and then they might serve it on a hoagie, or yeah. So if I did carbs, that would be, I would have that with sausage on a hoagie or meatballs.
When you go to the mechanic in here, pass me the torque, let me have the flamethrower. That sounds wrong. You know what else sounds wrong? When you think about the interest you're getting on your savings with the largest banks. But with the markets like Goldman
And
Sachs online
it's
savings,
really healthy stuff though too. It's really good.
Oh, that is
The
really good.
capsaicin and all that. And I bought them fresh. I fried the shit out of them.
There's nothing with it in that thing.
But they have a natural sweetness. Plus they have the sauce.
Market is fast
I like
approaching,
cooking.
ready to maximize the
You'll
sale
like
of
it.
your home, but concerned you're going to leave money.
Wow,
on
somebody
the
said
table.
Finland is hoping to create a herd immunity by letting people carry on and get it and build an immunity.
It's 72 hours.
Yeah, but their hospitals are going to become overwhelmed. That's what they're scared of there.
Betty and Casserole. Now, they were building a home at Fort Collins, needed to sell their home quickly. Ed and his team delivered, and her home was under contract within a week of going on the market at the price she needed. And thank you, Ed Prater and the Ed Prater team. So if you're selling your home, Ed Prater is the guy I recommend to sell your home. You can trust him with the sale of your home. Here's what you do. Go to edprater.com. That's EDPRATHER.com. And the phone number is 720-650-4959. 720-650-4959.
This is Dave Logan, the law offices of Dan Campbell's.
You don't drink coffee.
Is there any way we could pipe a speaker in with Mark into here also, like, between breaks?
Tom Martino here.
303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Welcome to the only show anywhere in the universe. People have been asking, where's that proprietary ImmunoBoost? It's not proprietary, by the way, just joking. And I'm going to give you the ImmunoBoost thing here. And I just want to make sure we can help people first. When we get a little lull, I'll do that. Now, Craig, if what I'm seeing here, that you're being hounded by a collector, this doesn't make sense to me. So we got to analyze this, Craig. Now, this was a medical bill, is that right?
Yes.
And
in 2011.
Now, first of all, bottom line, if it was from 2011 and you never paid on it, they can't collect it. They can try, but there's no legal method for them to get it. But let me give you some caveats. If you agree to make monthly payments, or if they tricked you and said, hey, if you pay a couple dollars, we'll call it good, or anything like that, they could have tricked you into a new agreement, and it becomes a new statute of limitations. The statute of limitations for collections is 6 years in Colorado. The only way to go beyond 6 years is to what they call, it's a novation, new agreement. And what you do is you trigger a novation by starting payments or getting on a payment plan or some other arrangement. Did you ever do that?
The only thing I did was that I followed with the city of Lakewood for their victim assistance, and they were supposed to take care of the initial bills.
When was this?
That would have been probably about 4 years after.
Okay.
So I guess I don't have that record.
That's
at this point.
still 11. That would have been, but that wasn't you making any payment. I don't think that even matters. But here, 6 years of non-activity. The other thing, did they get a judgment? Because if they get a judgment, then it goes to the judgment length. Did they get
not yet? Not yet. Yeah, they gave me March 31st and
Wait,
to reply. And
did they say if you don't reply by March 31st, they're going to do a judgment?
Apparently, yeah, they wanted to make a deal by the 31st.
Okay, they're trying to bluff you. If truly you've not made payments, you've not started this, you've not done anything, there's nothing they can do about it. Nothing.
Okay.
Here's what you tell them. You tell them, look, it's unfortunate. I was down on my luck. I would have loved to have paid this, but I couldn't. And now, since it's been 10 years, 10 years, 9 years, sorry, 9 years, you're beyond the statute of limitations for doing any kind of court enforcement. That's it, man. I don't know what else to tell you. You're done.
No, that's why I just asking your advice on what the best way to approach it, and I got to get a letter out by the 31st.
I would write them a kind letter saying, thanks but no thanks. I'm not going to make an agreement with you. The time passed. Now, I'm assuming everything you tell me is true, and again, I'm telling you how I would react. I'm not looking at your notice. I'm not looking at the bill. I don't know what's happened as far as judgments. I just want to do all those caveats. But thanks for calling, and let me know what happens after you respond to them, okay? Now, John... Are you there, John? John?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. You called the other day, down on your luck completely, and you still kind of are, but you needed to get to Denver for a shelter. Deputy Doc, man, what a kind man he is. He took the time to try to get you the credit card to a place to get you gas, and he really, really took an interest in somebody you didn't even know. And frankly, you sounded like you didn't have a goal, anywhere to go, what to do. You're so confused because you're just sick and tired, I guess, of being sick and tired. But you ended up in a shelter in Denver. Is that right?
No, in the Springs.
Oh, you got back to the Springs. Okay. Are you at the shelter you were at before?
Not right now.
Okay, but you're at another shelter.
No, right now I'm at where my storage is.
Oh, I thought you were at a shelter.
What does that mean, one of your storages?
But wait, hold on. You were at a shelter.
I've stayed in this one shelter 4 different times for several days to a week apiece, about.
But when you got back to the Springs, you went to where? You have a storage unit?
My storage is in the north part, and the shelter is downtown.
Where are you staying right now?
I'm at storage right now.
Okay. And do you put a mattress in there or something?
No, they don't allow you to live here. They catch you living here, they'll probably 86 you.
So where do you stay at night?
Oh, well, I've stayed at that shelter 4 separate times, and I've slept in the car.
Okay.
Off and on.
So let's talk about the shelter.
Bag, so
Man, I bet those viruses go through
That's what I was
shelters
ask.
like
What are they
crazy.
doing? That's what we were going to ask. What are they doing at the shelters, John?
Yeah, you're right. It's a petri dish.
Are they keeping distance?
Well, depends where you're at.
Well, give me
Every time you enter, they tell you either sanitize your hands or wash your hands.
Good. What else?
In Denver, the 6-foot rule doesn't go.
It doesn't in shelters. Well, then you got to pick.
In the day room, especially where people sit and watch TV and stuff.
Well, you got to understand. Shelters have it bad enough, let alone 6-foot distancing and all of that. I guess it's better than being homeless. How would you rate the conditions though? Tell us anything troubling.
Well, I'm still pretty new to this. I was evicted in January, so
okay,
still learning.
And is there any hope of you getting a job?
Rick.
Oh, that's tough to say. At my age,
why can't you work?
Not a good work record.
He's always been down. That's the thing, Mark. It's like I can't get a handle on John. But you know,
I mean, Walmart's.
John,
Walmart,
you're not
Amazon. They're all hiring.
You're not into drugs or alcohol. Is that right?
That's correct.
hold on a second. Let's just figure out if either we can swift kick this guy into life or something. I just don't get it. He doesn't even answer questions like a normal person. It's almost like he's checked out. But John, we do want to help you, and I think he's depressed. Deputy Doc says he is. Let's talk about this and more, and help all of you coming up.
Down.
Listen, you can run a tape on this if you want, unless you don't have one.
Sponsored by Discover. We treat you like you treat you.
It's up to you.
We got Terry a brand new working fridge.
Oh, the one from,
I got her.
What's that?
I got Terry a brand new working fridge. They delivered it at 5:30 this morning. Remember the
Yes, let's talk about that. Got it, Todd. Let me put that on here.
She got it.
Shannon, did you hear me?
Brand new fridge.
You can run a 30 if we have one. If you don't, that's fine. I'll do it. I don't care. Yeah, if you can. If you have it, fine. If not, that's okay. Thanks. I just thought it might be easier for me to get coffee and all that important stuff. Okay, let me see. Clients. What was her name? Terry.
Discover
Can we get
matches
her on?
all the cash back you
Want
earn
her
on
on?
your credit card at the end of your first year. It's amazing because Discover.
Hey, Dad, we're having some successes here that we'd like to get on, so I'll just message you the people here. Okay. Okay, so who's Terry?
You have a number?
Yeah. You got it?
Yeah.
I just sorry I didn't make more of those damn things.
Thinking about getting healthier, sleeping better, or losing those last few pounds? Think Noom. Noom is a totally new approach that uses psychology and small goals to help you make lasting change. Backed by science, Noom shows you the why behind your decisions and habits and gives you the tools to change them for good. So get started today at Noom.com. Noom.com. Change your thinking, change your habits, change for good. With Noom.
You're doing good, bro. You got a lot of successes.
I want my sourdough.
Okay. I think we should.
No, this is great for me. I enjoy doing this. I'm helping people.
Keeps you off the street.
And also, I don't want to, they say that retired doctors get their license back. I don't want to, I don't want to be in a high-risk environment. Because I do have some mild COPD, and I think by doing this.
And trust me, I'm not going anywhere. Stephanie and I are keeping distance. We're being very careful. Dan, I'm trusting you are too.
Yeah, the only thing I had to pick up the cameras yesterday.
I go to the natural grocers and we wiped everything, sprayed, carry stuff with the things, keep our distance, pay by credit card, don't let them touch it, then leave.
Yeah.
We wipe all our packages.
Yeah, I go in there and just put it in a
That's the only
usual
reason I
bag.
would not have anyone here, but I told Steph, I said, they promised me they are totally as isolated as
I haven't seen anybody.
I don't think I'll have my kids here this weekend.
Well, I did go to the radio show and get those cameras, though. That's my only
But you
question.
don't bring anything with you. You wash and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Had hand sanitizer.
And I don't think that place was infected, to be honest with you. We got out there early.
And it's not totally dead, but there's probably a dozen cars in the parking lot.
Hi, this is Martin from the Scottish Group. I know the current situation is serious, but don't forget to smile occasionally, be kind to each other, and maybe even share your toilet paper with a neighbor.
If you're one of the millions of Americans who owes back taxes, you get nervous when the mail comes because you might get a letter from the IRS.
So, I think with mild COPD and being 75, I'm better off doing this than going into a hospital.
Well, so COPD, what
It's
is
just a mild obstructive disease with my lungs. It's pretty mild. So between that and being 75, I think I'm being more helpful doing this than going and exposing myself.
So it keeps you out of poker rooms?
But I'll bet
I'm doing online poker
I
room.
bet you're more resistant than most of us probably.
Oh, I bet you are too.
Well, maybe because of all my previous.
Right.
I don't know if that works.
You don't think so? I hear very few doctors and nurses getting sick, you know, at the...
Well, it's hard to say because they're in they're in such a high-risk environment.
Right.
So it's a skewed,
Now, I heard
it's a skewed sample.
in Italy, it's 24 doctors went down.
Yeah.
Did you hear Finland? What Finland is going to do? They're just going to let everybody catch it and do a herd. They call it a herd.
Herd immunity.
Yeah. But they're going to overwhelm the hospitals, aren't they?
Well,
No, not if you take the ones that are most vulnerable. That's what I've been saying from the beginning, and isolate them. Then the herd immunity comes in. They won't overrun the hospital. That's the thing. Then after that, you wait.
So they're going to isolate the older people and people with issues.
Well, don't forget, they have a very small population.
No, I don't know what they are, but that's
They have a very small population.
Right. They do.
But really, Deputy Doc, in the beginning, if we would have isolated
Yes.
65 and older and immunocompromised
people, right.
from the beginning, then we would have had enough hospital for everyone.
Right.
And we would have gotten over it.
And Finland has a small population, virtual healthcare system, and a very homogeneous population.
I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK. We're helping people, 303-713-8255. That's what we do. Been doing it for 40 years. I'm happy to be here. And we have good news. Daft, did you get, you didn't get Terry yet. Well, I'd love to get Terry on. And then Ida with her dog. Ida was facing charges that her dog was vicious, and it was being held at the Buddy Center in Castle Rock, and she couldn't afford. Now listen, she could afford the board for a few days until the hearing, but what happened was all the courts are closed for these minor cases, so now she's racking up a giant bill. Think about little things like that. Deputy Doc.
Well, I spoke to Ida, I spoke to the DA, and here's the thing. She got a summons for having a vicious dog. What they're allowing her to do is plead to a minor offense, and they will give her dog back.
Oh, wonderful.
With stipulations about what to do with the dog. They have a DA who's working with her to try and... She has a court date for April 4th that she just goes in, pleads to the minor offense, and she can get her dog. There's a DA named Dean who is trying to get the court date moved up as soon as possible so she can get her dog back before the 4th of April, but at the 4th of April at the latest.
That is good news. Thank you, Deputy Doc.
Welcome.
All right. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Now, this is very interesting, and I know I just want to take Dean because we're running out. I knew that. Mark Szymanski, we're going to talk to at Genesis because he's got a very special way of dealing with this. Lauren, we will talk to you about your apartment. Please hang on. Amy, also, we're here for you and your car loan. And John, I guess we want to try to help you any way we can. I do want to talk to you still about kickstarting. More of that coming up.
Hey, it's Ryansky.
Yeah.
I'm here to thank our military service members and veterans for your service because you.
Just tell her to encourage those callers to hang on. Sometimes you just come on and say, look, he really wants to talk to you. It'll help because, the calls have been so sporadic. It'd be good to do that.
Relaxed credit and income requirements. So if you're in the market for a new home or refinance, this is the loan for you. And you can learn more by calling my friends at American Financing who honor and respect veterans the way I do. Their mortgage consultants can get you competitive rates and terms so you're getting the best deal for your home ownership needs. They'll get to know you and will guide you through options that can save you up to $1,000 a month. So don't wait to take advantage of a free mortgage review. Make the 10-minute call to American Financing today, 303-695-7000 or AmericanFinancing.com.
Again, this is interesting. This is on my phone. Okay?
This is Denver's talk station, 630.
And I don't
Denver, iHeartRadio
see there's no column for chat, because look up here. See these little icons? They're on it. They look like they're on my computer. That's what I was able
Right, exactly.
That's what I was able to click on to get the chat.
I don't know why that little guy right there and stuff, I would have thought.
No. Doesn't matter, because I got it on my computer, which is great.
A shipment of 400 ventilators arrived at a local warehouse. Accompanied a few doctors that came to see them.
When you need a ventilator, you need it immediately. You literally, it could be minutes. If you don't have that ventilator, you could lose that patient.
The shipment is a dent in the need. The governor said the state needs tens of thousands of ventilators as it rushes
I used
to
to
expand
smoke.
hospital capacity.
And
Some
this is
hospitals
great.
are experimenting with
No,
sharing
Yes, dear.
between
No, I moved
beds.
to Denver.
University, ABC News, New York.
Oh,
There
I
are
thought
more than
somebody called me.
45,000 cases in
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's nothing in
Lawmakers
Congo.
in Congress
So
speaking
two
to the
bars
floor
of
of the
upset.
Senate and
That's
working
on
on
his
the
ass.
Senate
We had a relaxing vacation.
stimulus
I
bill.
couldn't decide. She decided she wanted to
The
have a baby.
International Olympic Committee
talked
announced
about
today
it.
that Tokyo
And
Olympics
then
have been
we
postponed
got
until
disabled.
2021.
He said, you're going to smoke or have a baby, not both.
Canceled
Took
before
us cigarettes.
World War I
Threw
and
them in
II.
the ashtray
Never
at Stapleton.
Following
Never got the
massive
cigarette
shutdown
again.
of China,
Cold, that was in
rolled
83.
back restrictions in the city of Wuhan.
So that's what, 40 years ago.
Now, you really despise smoke.
Oh, I can't stand it. But it was amazing. You just said,
How much do you smoke?
about a pack a day. But I've been off and on, you know. I smoked a little bit in medical school. I didn't smoke when I was a resident. And I smoked, like
The
married.
coronavirus outbreak has led to a
But it was just, we got off the plane, threw our cigarettes in the trash, and that was it.
So, Chicago in 83 is just that small. So I went there in 90. Oh, yeah,
It's like Cancun.
It wasn't that bad, but like it is now and stuff. But
But now it's like Cancun.
Yeah.
But it was nothing then. It was, like I said, 2 bars, 1 hotel.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. We did some, first time I ever did scuba diving.
So where was that bar at, or the hotel at? Was it right where you could see that one arch?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's really
That was my
good.
first dive under that arch.
Okay.
I had never taken lessons. My wife was certified. But she had a card. No. Oh, that's what. But so she said, okay, you can do it. So I put on a tank. We got this guy to take us down. I never used it regulator before. No, my wife and I are on great terms. She's still paying for my phone every month.
J-Town News Time, 12:03. There are now 9 deaths from the coronavirus in Colorado. The 8th was a man in his 80s from El Paso County, and the latest a man in Gunnison County in his 50s. According to health officials, he died about 10 days ago, but the COVID-19 test just came back positive. Colorado's unemployment website is apparently not up to the job.
Yeah. You read the book about the guy who his wife who took fish food, fish antibiotics.
And she was blaming Trump.
Because it said there was some kind of chloroquine phosphate to deal with parasitic disease in their fish. So they saw the chloroquine and they both took it. He died and she was in the ICU or something.
She just self-medicated.
Well, because it was a different compound. It wasn't meant to be taken internally.
Exactly. And then she was blaming Trump.
Right.
Don't listen to anything he says. What? This is what do you call those people who do something so stupid that they kill themselves? What's that called?
They get the Darwin Award.
Darwin Awards. That's right. There it is.
If you have to be out and about on the highways in Mile High City, the drive is looking good, and looking good. No delays on I-25 through the heart of the city. I-70 wide open from Arvada all the way up to Virginia Boulevard. Earlier crash eastbound at Peoria, long been cleared out of the way. No delays there. There was a bit of slowing northbound I-225 approaching Colfax. That's cleared up. And no other major delays in the highway drive in town. Weather forecast. It'll be sunny today, nice with a high near 62. Tonight, mostly clear overnight, a low around 36. Tomorrow, sunny and warmer, a high of 67. Right now, a few clouds and 54. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 630 K-Now.
This report is sponsored by Nature Valley Oats and Honey Crunchy Bars.
Nature Valley brings that satisfying crunch that gets your family going again with real delicious honey and whole grain oats. So get out here. Nature Valley Oats and Honey Crunchy Bars. The original crunch.
ZeroRedsDenver.com. They clean carpets now. Zero Reds is aware that coronavirus is on your mind. They don't want to use this atmosphere to strike fear into people, neither do I. They don't want to make unreal claims, but everyone knows that the cleaner your house, the better. And now you can clean the biggest air filter in your home, your carpet. 3 room areas for $119. You can clean your home, especially your carpet, in a natural way with empowered water, no soaps or residues ever. And they're operating at full capacity and can get you quickly. They're following all CDC guidelines. Their technicians take the precautions not to spread the virus and to ensure a healthy and safe but for their employees and, of course, for you.
Oh, Grant must just came in.
Zero Res is not price gouging. In fact, just the opposite. ZeroRedsDenver.com. Right now, 3 room areas, $119 with their cleaning system. Get the carpet clean and keep it clean. ZeroRedsDenver.com.
Spreading important information and talking about it. The coronavirus. Denver's talk station. 630 K-Now. iHeartRadio wants to help with a chance at $1,000. Text the nationwide keyword.
Just a few years ago,
to
Kansas
200.
City, my home would cost $10 grand. With the equipment. I used to have it then because I took a living out of it.
So you didn't have a backup back then, did you?
Just that equipment that I had.
Well, technology is getting incredible.
Hello, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the only show of its kind anywhere in the universe, and I don't say that lightly. We are here to help you. This hour brought to you by One Clear Choice Doors. OneClearChoiceDoors.com. They are doing emergency service. They're doing regular service. They can install doors without ever coming in contact with you. It's a garage door. You need safe, dependable garage doors. They'll do inspections of a complete system, safety adjustments, hinge bolt tightening, and everything for just $80. OneClearChoiceDoors.com. Now, what's on your mind? Let's get right to the phones. It's that easy. We are helping people. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. So, Dean, this is an issue, I am sure, not just with leases, but with everything that will be coming up. What is going on with you, Dean? Are you there, Dean? Okay. How about anyone?
Okay, I'm here.
There you go, bro.
I'm here.
So what's happening?
Well, unfortunately, I lost my part-time job completely, and my full-time job has been cut from 40 hours a week to approximately 20 hours a week.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to devise a strategy on how to save myself.
Well, let's talk. Let's talk. What about this lease part?
Yeah. So
what to do. What to do. But unless there's something in the lease about getting out for this, then theoretically, there's not a reason to break your lease. But if you lost your job and you can't afford to stay there, I don't know what else you can do. Okay? So it's better to leave it available. And have you thought of, first of all, talking to your landlord and saying, look, I lost my job and my other job was cut back. What did they say?
They said, first of all, the office is closed. They're not seeing anyone in person, only by telephone. I called in.
I just need to know, did you ultimately talk to someone about it? Because what you're saying is, I am offering you this willingly rather than pushing you and me through an eviction. Did you say that? What did they say? What was their response?
They said currently we do not have a plan in place for rental relief.
And that's fair, right? But but I wonder, see, and I'm wondering, if you leave, give up your deposit and leave, when is rent next due?
Rent is coming up here really soon.
Okay, now, here's what I would do. And honest to God, Dean, I don't even know if it's the right thing to do. Having told the landlord, I would say this: I will be out of the lease at the end of April. Unless your friend says, look, if you're going to do this, we need to do it now or I'm going to rent to someone else. Did your friend tell you that? Okay, then you can't. Because what I would do, if that wasn't the case, I would have used April and not paid and told them to use my security deposit, and you'll settle up for any damages later, but these are unusual times. Move out and then deal with it. But you're going to move out now. Yeah. What was the rest? What was the rest? Oh, well that's not, okay. I get it, I thought the total of $1,500, when you said first month's rent, many people say first month's rent, but they still have to pay rent, and that goes to their last month. But here's the deal. If you only have $300 on the table, you write a nice letter saying, it is impossible to keep up my financial obligation. I am willingly giving you this to mitigate your losses, and leave. That's what I would do, and I'd leave it spotless. And then, listen, they're going to take the $300 and apply it. And I'll bet you there's going to be special legislation or something coming up for when this comes up. Because when they go to a collector or try to get a judgment against you, listen, either they're going to be ruthless and come after you, but I have a feeling they're not. I have a feeling that there are going to be a lot of landlords waiving this because of people not being able to afford it.
That's just my hunch.
Right.
I can't tell you what to do, but what else could you do? What were you hoping we would say? Were you hoping we could get them to release you in writing? Because they probably won't do it.
No. Not at all. I simply called for what you would say under normal circumstances. What would I expect for breaking my lease?
Okay, under normal circumstances, listen to this. Under normal circumstances, they would be entitled to liquidated damages of the amount they suffered. They're not allowed to collect from you for the duration of the lease and not try to rent it, but they're also not allowed to rent it and keep charging you. So they have to make a good faith effort to rent the place. You would be obligated to pay rent until they rented the place. That would be under normal conditions.
Like as I stated before, Tom, and I'm sorry if I'm taking too much time, the stated policy on the lease is if you desire to break your lease, they will charge you 2 months.
Okay, Dean, you just heard what I said. That's called liquidated damages. So I say liquidated damages or actual damages. Now, they have a liquidated damages clause. Even with liquidated damages, 2 months rent, okay, if they rent it out sooner, you might be able to go back for them and get it back. I understand. Liquidated damages is put there for a reason. It puts a set amount there for losses. That's actually better than leaving it open-ended, because they could make a half-hearted attempt to rent it and never rent it and come to you and say you owe us 8 months or 10 months. So, Dean,
No.
Under normal circumstances, they will be entitled to those liquidated damages. Yes, they will.
Correct.
And they would apply the $300.
And correct. And the reason why I was calling is what to expect immediately after.
All right, here's what they're going to do. If this was normal circumstances, I don't know what to expect. But Dean, I don't know what to expect under these conditions. But under normal circumstances, this is what would happen. You would leave, and you would soon get a letter. The letter would state, "Dear so-and-so, you have vacated the premises and breached the lease. We are applying the $300 toward liquidated damages. Please remit a check for the rest." That's what would happen.
Correct.
And if you don't, then you get a call from a collector. Then you would be served. And when you're served, you would have to go to court. A judgment most likely would be rendered, and then they would garnish wages or anything else. That is what you would expect under normal circumstances. Okay?
And in how much time normally would I have until I can somehow pay the bill off?
Okay, if your collector gets a hold of you, you could say, "Can I make a payment plan?" And then it's all within negotiation. It's all there is no set amount. Now, if you go all the way to court and you get a judgment, then they have no choice but to take payments or to garnish your wages.
Mm-hmm.
Or attach bank accounts, by the way. If you have lump sums in your bank account, they can attach your bank accounts.
So theoretically, this can be done. I could have time to pay this $2,400,
That's right.
which they will charge me for, before it negatively affects my credit.
No. It's going to negatively affect your credit, even if you pay it. It's still a breach. When you pay liquidated damages, it damages your credit because you have breached. The only difference is you have a specified amount of damages. It will still be a breach of contract. It will, unless you negotiate that with them. If you had a lump sum,
which is hard.
Yes, but if you had a lump sum right now and you said to them, "Can I negotiate an out? Give you 2 months right now, or even 3 months for and you not report it." But you're in a weakened state. You don't have the cash to negotiate. So, Dean, if you were thinking you could move out and then negotiate a payback of the 2 months without it negatively affecting your credit, that's only possible if they are willing to do it. There is no set law on this thing. Let's face it, people may be willing to do stuff like this during these tough times. Dean, just let us know how it goes. Thank you for calling. We got more coming up. Please hang on. I'll take all of your calls. And let's hope people give a little more leeway these days. 303-713-TALK.
It's Ross Kaminsky.
Mornings. You're down.
How much till the break? To the spot.
Say that again, Tom.
I have a spot at the end. How long?
Tuesday morning at 6:10 here on 630 KHOW.
Did you tell Mark to come up for this break to spot 2, and I'll talk to him because we'll both banter on it? Thanks.
I think things are going well today. We're getting calls, we're getting things follow-ups.
We can get you up and then go from remote to remote. This is feeling cool. I'm going to try to get it on your computer.
Helping home buyers, and in this market, we need all the help we can get. And all they have to do is log on to idealhomeloans.com, and I'm telling you, it's amazing.
These I'd like to see in Cabo back then. In 83.
It was pristine.
Because you always heard that of the sleeping village.
It was. I'm sure Cancun was also. All these little villages.
Yeah. They still have bullfights there when I went there.
Where?
In 93.
Really?
Yeah.
In Cabo?
Yeah.
Wow. We just stayed on the beach. When I first moved here, I was so broke. We exhausted our credit card. They didn't pay me for 8 weeks.
Oh, God, you're citizen.
So On Monday of the 8th week, I went to my boss. They wrote a check in 2 days. I'm leaving the fellowship. I'm going to go get a job. That night, we had credit cards. We went to new calendars, had dinner, and I wrote a check for the meal. And I knew the check was going to bounce. And I got paid the next day, drove to Marie Callender's, and I said, look, this check is going to bounce. Here's the actual cash for it. We had nothing to eat, no money, no credit cards. But I was a resident, so residents don't make a lot of money. So I came out here to do a fellowship between having the moving expenses, paying rent, in an apartment, would use up all of our finances. So it was, like I always tell my son, when you're that broke, and you finally make some money, you really appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
I said, you'll never have that feeling because you were brought up in a well-to-do family.
Right. Whereas your mom and dad didn't have any money, or?
No, we were very poor. I grew up in a small road house. There were 7 of us with 1 bathroom.
We had 7. I remember I was a real kid, we had four kids in 1 bedroom.
We had 3 boys in 1 bedroom, 2 girls in the second.
1 minute and pay for insurance.
Yeah.
So when you grow up poor, you appreciate what you have.
Yeah, most of the time.
That's all true, but thankfully they're offering a way out. The Fresh Start Initiative. If you qualify, it could save you thousands.
Because we got Terry on.
Eventually, we will fight to get you the best possible tax settlement. Call 800-960-1575.
I had to do a fuel flow test. I still have to do it on my airplane for the annual.
What do you have to do, Tom?
A fuel flow test. I've been doing all this myself on my little planes. I do my annuals. So you have to drain all the fuel, then you have to put a designated amount of fuel in it, in 1 tank. Then you have to go to the lowest outlet and drain it and time how many ounces per 45 seconds.
Oh, really?
Really? Wow, that's in case you get a whole
But here's
tank.
the problem. When I started the annual, I went out flying and I filled up. I had to drain all of it into gallons, into buckets.
Could you use it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But Integra Insurance. You owe me a Coke, Mark. Listen, could you explain why, seriously, right now, it's special? Open enrollment is normally over January 15th. You only have a short time to buy insurance or you don't qualify. And now?
Until April 3rd.
Why is that? Because of COVID. They will back cover COVID. That's important. Well, not back cover. What I mean is, even if you had it when you applied or you get it and they say it was pre-existing, they won't. April 1st will be the start date. Integra Insurance. These guys do not mark up anything. In fact, you never save a dime going direct. You can find insurance right for you. And Mark, what about Medicaid? The one good thing...
Hold on, I got to clarify.
Okay, go ahead.
Right now, you can do this special...
enrollment this very second. You
Right.
don't have to wait till April 1st.
No,
it ends on April 3rd.
April 3rd, right. April 1st start date, meaning that even if
for insurance.
That's right. The insurance starts on April 1st. So, Mark, we always had debates about Obamacare, but the one thing I think that it did is it expanded Medicaid. And that means a lot of people might be eligible for Medicaid, and they can even help you there. If you have no income whatsoever, even if you have a house and a car, if you have no income, and right now a lot of people don't have income, you qualify. In fact, it's not just zero income, but your pay's been cut below the threshold, you can get Medicaid. Or insurance, 303-466 5500, 466 5500. Do it now. You only have till April 3rd.
This report is sponsored by
30 seconds till we're back.
Quicken Loans.
Nice spring weather through midweek, followed by a chance for snow on Friday. The high today, 64 degrees. Tonight down to 34. Tomorrow's high, 68. I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner, Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather.
If you've got your head in the clouds about buying a home, Rocket Mortgage can help you go from daydream to dream home. They've helped millions of Americans make their dream of home ownership a reality, and they can help you too. Rocket Mortgage. Push button. Get mortgage.
Okay.
Denver's talk
I didn't
station.
even think.
Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app.
Now #1 for podcasting.
630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
You're up.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Terry, let's get Terry on. Let's get some good news. She called and said, oh, my God, we couldn't do anything with this place. And we lit a fire. Actually, who knows? They might have been doing it on their own anyway. But Deputy Doc followed this through, right, Terry?
Yes.
So you were getting frustrated.
I appreciate him making a phone call.
Yeah. You had a brand new refrigerator that never did work right.
Correct.
Why is that? No one could tell you, right?
No, they didn't even send anybody out to check it, Tom. It was delivered Saturday afternoon. I made them aware of it before they closed Saturday evening. I called back Sunday afternoon or morning and told them.
Yeah.
And again, first thing Monday morning, and they didn't even send a tech out to check on it. Just said they had paperwork to do and they'd be in touch.
And you thought, okay, my goodness, when am I going to get this? When am I going to get this? Deputy Doc called, and they said they were going to get right on it, right, Deputy? So when did you get your new fridge?
It was all delivered and installed by 10:30 this morning.
Oh, wow. That is cool.
I am grateful for you.
Well, thank you for calling. I want people to know we're still on the job. Yeah. Oh, my dinger. I don't have a way of doing my dinger by remote. But thank you for calling. We appreciate you. We were going to do the dinger. You're right, Deputy Doc. Hey, if I do the dinger, you don't hear it, do you, Shannon? General Grant. You don't hear it. I might try it. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. I just want to play this dinger and see if you can hear it just for the heck of it. I don't think you can. It comes over my earpiece. Let's hear my ding. Okay. Let's hear it. You didn't hear that?
Barely.
Barely.
Yeah, that's because it came through that. Anyway, so here's the deal. If you need help, call us. Speaking about being on the job, Mark Szymanski, Genesis. Now, we are supporting businesses. Our message is businesses have altered a bit, but they're not going to go away, or they're hoping never to go away. Part of our referral list commitment to you is to do things the right way. Mark, how have you altered things at Genesis Total Exteriors?
Well, things have changed a lot because of the COVID-19. And what we've done is we're using some really cool technology that just recently, well, it's been out for several years, and we've been using it for several years. And what it can do is it can measure your whole house for you.
And you can do that by, don't they have drones or aerials that go over the Denver area and all over the country, and then they actually calculate size?
It's like Eagle View.
Yeah, the Eagle View, they actually use airplanes and satellites for that, but this is different.
Oh.
We actually take 8 pictures of your house on the outside. The homeowner can do it also. And then what we can do is, within several hours, we'll get a report back, a very detailed report that will give you all your window measurements, all your siding measurements, all your roof measurements, your gutter measurements, and consequently, we don't even have to come to the customer's house because of this situation with the COVID, and we can just give you an estimate without even having to come to your house.
Mark, it's actually better than that. I've done this because Genesis is painting our house, the exterior, and they're doing some other work for me as soon as everything's cool. But, Tom, you can actually change paint colors. You can put brick, stone. You can make your house, literally your house, any way you can imagine it, you can do with this cool tool.
Now, these pictures, Mark, let's say the homeowner was going to do them for you. Are there specific angles and views?
Yes, what we need to do is have them call our office, and we'll walk them through step by step. And normally we charge $100 per home, up to $200 depending on the size. So $100 for a small or medium home, $200 for a large home. We're doing it at half off right now. You're going to have that report.
And they can use that report for anything.
Yes.
Yes, you can keep that report. And it's like, okay, 1 year I'm going to put a roof on. 1 year I'm going to put siding on. 1 year I'm going to put new windows in. You're always going to have your measurements for the rest of your life.
Oh my goodness! And how much? How much will it cost then?
Like $50 with half off.
$50.
Yeah, 50. And if it's a large house, it'll be $100.
But it's something that doesn't change unless, of course, you add an addition or something. But it's your home.
Right. It's a full 3D model of the exterior of your house. You download this app, and then it'll tell you what to do, and Mark will give you all the username and passwords. It is so cool.
That is so cool, Mark. Thank you. GenesisTotalExteriors.com, 303-679-8509, 679-8509. Now, Amy, what's happening?
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
So I have a car loan,
Yes.
and I received a voicemail from the finance company, and it was threatening in nature. He said I was going to continue to live in fear.
Of what?
Fear of, I guess, I'm not sure, of them coming to get my car because my payment was late.
What? Well, first of all, was your payment late?
Well, it was late, yes, and so I'd set up to have
How
it,
late? How
out.
late? I need to know, Amy, how late?
It was about 4 days late when he called and left the voicemail.
Have you been chronically late?
In the past few months I have been because I've been struggling, but
Okay.
But we had the first 2.5 years of our loan, we were never late. So
Okay. How much do you have left on this loan?
it's about $1,500.
And how much time does that represent?
Well, the payments are $379 a month. So
Okay. All right. What's your interest rate? Do you know?
yeah, it's 20.99%.
20% or 21?
Ouch!
Who gave you this loan?
Vinny.
Vinny. Why does everyone say Vinny? Vinny's watching right now. We shouldn't say Vinny. He's my brother-in-law. We should say Goomba. No, actually, we shouldn't say Italians all the time. Why do you have to do that, Mark? You're very, what do I call
Because
it?
your last name's Martino.
Now, listen, seriously, Amy, where did you get that loan? I mean, I'm not saying it's terrible, but it is terrible.
Oh, it is terrible, and it's been since the beginning of the loan. It was Westlake Financial, and it was back in 2016 when we got the loan. We didn't have credit at the time, so they were the only ones.
How's your credit now?
Well, we had the car repoed, 2.5 after 2.5 years, we ran into some financial issues.
So right now, though, you have your car. You're just getting threats, right?
Yes. Well, yeah, we have our car, but I don't think he knew he was listening or talking. I don't think he knew he was talking to my voicemail. When I got the message, I think he thinks I was screening my call because they call from a local number sometimes, and it rings back through to them.
Now, do you have the recording of him?
I do.
I'd love to hear it.
Oh, I'd love to play it for you.
All right.
1 second.
You hold on. We'll come right back to you. I want to hear it. I want to hear how they did it. And then let's see if we can get you some help. Hold on.
This is Denver's talk station.
Only 3 months left.
Now,
It's $369 a month, but $1,500. He's got only 3 more payments.
I don't know how much, it should be mostly.
Let's ask her.
It should be mostly principal too.
But there's
At the
only
end
3
of the
more
line.
payments, regardless.
Mark said, tell Dan to shake my hand.
Oh. Wait. Okay, no. Gotta go like that.
Wait, where?
See.
Am I going the other way?
Yeah.
Am I going the wrong way? No.
30 seconds, get down fast short. Taking place along I-70, both directions, Fall River and I-33.
It does look like it's hard to really tell that it's a gap right there, right?
62, right now, few clouds and 55.
If his house looked better, no, he can't hear me, Kenny.
See, that'd be nice if we could put him right into during the break. If he could come in during the break. How could we do that? Oh wait, his camera.
GetFoundFast.com. You've heard earlier they were on saying, look, now's the time. You really need to make sure your website is visible, it's loading properly, it's doing everything it should be doing the way it should be doing it. And they will give you a free website analysis at GetFoundFast.com. A free analysis, and it's a true in-depth analysis. Now, most companies in this space, they suck. They don't do what they say. Really, these guys get results and they can show you results. GetFoundFast.com.
Thinking about getting healthier?
You'll have Fix It Short at the end of the break.
Which is how, okay.
Is a totally new approach that uses psychology and small goals to help you make lasting change. Backed by science, Noom shows you the why behind your decisions and habits and gives you the tools to change them for good. So get started today at Noom.com. Noom.com. Change your thinking, change your habits, change for good. With Noom.
As you approach retirement, what if you could easily pay off your mortgage and access tax-free cash without repaying a loan? It is possible. With a reverse mortgage from American Financing, homeowners 62 years and older can live a stress-free,
Now,
mortgage-free retirement.
at the 45 break, General,
You just have to keep up
what do we have?
taxes and homeowners insurance, which I'm sure frankly I know. It's a solution
Okay,
where
could we
instead of
have
special
Mark do that? Ask him, because I need a longer break without going into detail for the whole world. Oh,
You want some more of that, the peppers. You want more of those peppers. That's what you're doing during break.
Ah!
the right financial solution for your retirement needs. Call them today at 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000 or online at American.
Did we ever get Stellar? Oh, I see. We got Compass now. Okay.
Stella, that was on the waterfront. Stella,
Oh, Stellar.
I could have been a contender.
Wait. Why is it so loud?
That's there.
It was louder than that normally.
Right. No,
See, now I can't hear that. It's so
No, I
low.
know. I don't know what's going on.
that's at the station, though. That's the station
We'll see.
doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brain problems are worrisome. How much to clear?
That's fine.
How much will it cost? 1 minute, fix it short. Mind blowing. They guarantee to clear your dream for just $93 of the call is free. Yes, 93 are free. And
Now we got the dog. Oh, we did both of yours.
Yeah.
Good
Let
stuff.
online give you a true second opinion.
And I'm working on, that lady with the furniture. It was back in October.
Yeah, but still.
I know, I have a call into them. It's still, why?
I know. We're still getting that crackle thing. That's.
Are you through there?
When we're both talking,
On the mic.
and I don't know why. I don't think it's this problem. What did we find out before that the game? Oh, the game here had to be put up. That's right.
Donating blood is safe and can help save lives. Cancer patients, accident victims, and so many.
10 seconds, fix it short.
Blood. Please schedule your appointment now by visiting redcrossblood.org or calling 1-800-RED-CROSS. You can make a difference.
Okay, I got some very important information. Listen seriously. About your furnace and AC. I'm not trying to use scare tactics, but this is the real deal. There could be a critical shortage of parts in the near future because all parts and equipment manufacturers are shut down. Fix It 24/7 right now has the parts right now. And they can get to you quickly and safely. But if you're thinking of waiting until all of this is over, you could be out of luck like trying to find toilet paper. I'm serious. For a short time now, Fix It will come out, and they'll do what you need with 0% financing, okay, and discounted pricing. But it won't last. They will take safe CDC measures in your home. But it's very important. Do not wait until everyone floods, because right now they're not making stuff. They aren't. Reserve now, get now, fixmyhome.com, fixmyhome.com.
This is Dave Logan, the Law Off back in Denver. A serious law firm for serious cases.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. All right, what is on your mind today? We're going to help you. All right, now this one is really weird. Amy, she's being threatened, but let's try to help. Amy, you are behind, or you were behind, or excuse me, late. You were never behind a whole payment. You're late and they're threatening you. But one thing you said, you only owe $1,500. So what, you have 3 or 4 months left, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, what did you want? What can we do for you?
I just don't want to. I just don't want to be doing business with them anymore. I don't appreciate the fact that they called and left that message.
Well, what are you going to do with only 3 or 4 months left? What were you going to do? Were you hoping to get a loan somewhere?
I guess. I mean, if that's possible, I'm not sure exactly what to do. That's why I was calling you for your advice.
There is a place I can refer you to, okay?
Okay.
It's an unsecured. It's a place to go. They advertise on KHOW, and they're legit. I know them. I actually know them because I'm trying to work something out with them. Not for a loan, but just I think they provide a good service. They're called Lightstream.
Okay.
And now listen, they do everything online. They're legit. The rates will be way lower, but they can either help you or not. They can either help you or not. It's called Lightstream. I believe it's lightstream.com. Hold on, I got to figure it out. Let me find out. Lightstream, because this is important. And Lightstream. Okay, so it's lightstream.com. Okay.
Okay.
Go on there. It's very self-explanatory for non-secured loans, and see what you come up with. And then would you let me know, because really they will refinance a car, but I'm hoping your credit hasn't taken a hit.
Well, it has.
But what is your FICO right now?
If there's only 3 payments left, what's the big deal?
I don't know. I mean, she doesn't want to do. I don't know, Mark. She just doesn't want to do business with him. You're right. It does sound foolish, doesn't it? But
I don't know the point.
But anyway, just wait and we'll figure it out, okay?
The origination cost with another company could be equal to 3 payments.
These are not, no. These guys don't do that. But anyway, Larry has an issue with a boiler, I believe, and, wait, oh yeah, some kind of circuit board. I don't know. Go ahead, Larry. What's going on?
Yes. I talked to you before about a boiler that I had put in by a company that was recommended by you about 15 years ago.
Who is it?
It was called Ben Franklin 1 Hour Air, or 1 Hour.
Yes. Now, they, at one time, a really good company, they had just taken over Candlelight back then. And what's going on after all this time?
Well, I've had issues with the boiler during the last year or so.
Okay.
Well, my boiler's not working again.
Uh-huh.
And I had a new motherboard put in November 26th.
And who did that for you, Larry?
1 Hour.
Okay, well, they're no longer the same company, but...
Well, I understand.
Okay. So anyway, did they do a good job, or what's going on? Do you know?
Well, they put it in, and then my boiler quit working. It's faulting.
Uh-huh.
So I called them out.
How much did you pay for that circuit board?
Well, with the discount, because I'm a member.
Yeah. How much?
It still run me about $700.
Okay. So what's the issue now? What do you need from us?
Well, my boiler keeps faulting, so I went on your thing and...
Well, what I would do, back then, the people who put it in, actually George, the owner of, he now owns Fix It 24/7. What happened was he, with his in-laws, they started they started Candlelight, which was sold to 1 Hour, Mr. Sparky, and Ben Franklin. And then he went on to do other things, and he came back to Denver and bought Fix It 24/7 and is growing that company. And they have a boiler Andy is a boiler man there that did a boiler for me, and they're really smart.
Okay. Well, anyhow, I was thinking that they're beating me with the way it's going.
Well, here's what I want. That's why I want you to get one of these guys to analyze it for you.
Okay. But what I want to let you know is I called Apple Air.
Yeah, they're all good. They're good people. They're all right. Yeah.
And I had his owner come in and look at it.
Brad? Did Brad come?
I like Todd Terry.
Oh, wait. Oh, are you talking? I thought you meant Apple. You meant Apple. Yeah, there's two. There's Apple Plumbing, but or Apple. No, wait. There's another Apple. Brad. What is Brad doing? No,
you're thinking of Time.
No,
you're
Brad,
thinking of
you're
Time.
Right. He used to be Apple. Brad.
Great guy.
Exactly. Great guy. Okay, so let's talk about what Todd Terry did. What did those guys do?
Well, he looked at it, and he basically told me whoever originally put it in not correctly.
Okay, but Todd's going to tell you that 98% of the time. Why will he tell you that 98% of the time, Mark?
Because he's a perfectionist.
Exactly.
And,
that's exactly right.
He might be right,
yeah,
but usually it doesn't matter as much.
He's right most
good,
of the time. No, I'm not saying he's not good. He's an anal retentive perfectionist who will find fault with anything. And I'm not saying that's bad. He loves what he does. But I'm not saying that it was necessary.
He reminds me of somebody I do a radio show with.
Shut up. Hey, and here's the other thing. If you have this, and it lasted all this time, I doubt everything was put in wrong, okay? But what did he say needed to be done?
Well, he said the motherboard was wrong because it had it was for another application, but I guess they can reprogram
so he said 1 hour put them. Now that's that could be so if it was done recently. I thought he meant the whole thing from back in the day was done wrong. That would be.
I just had the motherboard replaced on November 26th.
I get it. That's the part he is saying was done wrong. And that could be so if it was done recently. I was just saying if it was there for years and it didn't, and it served you. So, but what did he say was wrong with the motherboard?
He said that it was not set up. It was for a different type.
Okay. What did he propose to do?
Well, he called 1 hour and told him that the motherboard needed to be reprogrammed to fit to work with this boiler.
Okay, and what did they say?
Well, 1 hour came out or called me and says they'll come out and take it out and reprogram it. But that was last Friday, and I haven't heard anything from them.
All right, well, I'll just say no more. We'll get this done for you, okay?
Okay.
Did Todd say, by the way, worst case scenario, he could reprogram it?
He didn't mention anything about that.
Okay. Yeah, listen, Larry, that's very possible that he found the problem, that they didn't program it. Hold on, and I'll have Deputy Doc call them. Let's pass on the information to Deputy Doc via our shared chat there, and that's what we'll do. So hold on. We'll give him a call and say, look, give the guy a break. He spent $700 with you. Let's get this motherboard fixed. I'm Tom Martino. More coming up.
Now,
you got 5 minutes. There's a couple of trouble spots right smack dab in the center of town. Got westbound I-70 at the ramp to northbound I-25 is temporarily shut down for some road work, backing you up to Washington.
Hey, Suze.
Oops.
Suze.
Down, got some police activity northbound I-25 approaching 20th. Looks like a couple of lanes are blocked, seeing a little bit of delay, so just travel through there with caution. The rest of the downtown's in fairly decent shape. Watch out for construction work off highway at Santa Fe near Hudson Gardens as well. Weather forecast. It'll be sunny, nice today. The high near 62. Right now, just a few clouds above and 55 in Denver. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 630 K-How.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Do it right to save 5% every day by shopping at Lowe's in store.
See, the bad thing, we can get Mark, but we can't hear him here.
Good.
It'll go right on there. No, but it'd be nice to be able to switch this over so that we could all be talking.
I needed someone to sell my house and find us another house. You know who Suzanne and I called? Frank Duran, the real estate man. That's exactly who we called. And you know what he did? He got us more than I thought we would ever get for our old house, and he saved me almost $100,000. And yes, I'm not kidding, $100,000 on the house we bought. We love this man. He's a great guy. He'll fight his butt off for you. He'll negotiate like crazy. He's a man. Frank Duran, the realestateman.com.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents.
Yes, I'd like to tell you that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
This is Burger Palace. Do you want me to?
Yes, one Palace party meal. No, we need any.
How can we get?
No, you can't talk to the manager. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
When you think about home loans, think
I wonder what the place in Mexico now to go to, like a little sleeping fishing village.
I wouldn't go to Mexico now if you paid me.
Well, they stay up in the Baja. Of course, actually, I heard on the Baja too, it's getting worse too.
I wouldn't go.
Yeah.
I mean, we're isolating ourselves in Denver. I'm not getting on a plane.
Oh, for that, I thought you meant just for like the drug crime, the cartels
Oh,
and
no, I'm
stuff.
talking now.
But they're not, they don't have as many cases, at least they're reporting a lot less than we
Only
got.
is one.
Yeah.
I mean, look what you and Tom and I are doing. I'm staying isolated, not even seeing my son.
Yeah.
I mean, you and Tom, the only humans I'm having contact with. Because I know Tom.
Well, you're walking, you're going out and walk.
Well, yeah, but I'm going near anybody.
Right, yeah. You need a dog. I tell you, a dog makes you go out and walk. They do, because you got to get them out there and stuff like that. I know they can be a pain in the butt if you go take a vacation.
Well, also in the wintertime.
Yeah. But I walk in the winter unless it's, like say, unless it's raining out. I don't.
We had a dog when I was married. But we had a big dog, a doggy dog.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that electric doggy door. Did you know it was electric doggy door or just a doggy door?
Was that?
Was it electric doggy door or was it just a doggy door?
Just a doggy door. But we had a dog run and a big yard.
Oh, okay, well that's a lot of cold air in.
Yeah, so we could.
See, I got an electric one,
Yeah.
but it was really hard to teach him the code.
Oh.
To come in. Then he started telling raccoons. I had to put an electric one in because we got raccoons.
Okay,
through
we
the
got the
doggy door.
sanitizer thing that you talked about.
Suzanne.
If she's looking on the asking questions.
So we got to get it. So during break, we got to bring them in here to talk.
It's your claim. The other side will always try to make you feel greedy or not entitled. You need someone who will fight this. If it's someone else's fault, you can pay.
See, this is their microphone that we can hear, but is there any way we can bring this in?
Bring what in?
The microphone, I could put them on
Behind
the
the
same time.
scenes?
Yeah.
Right there.
Don't go too far.
Can they hear us? Oh,
Oh
like
yeah,
we can't.
yeah, they can hear us.
But we can't hear them.
So if I put, okay, that here they're on. Can you hear them?
No.
Okay.
I can't hear them. They can hear me right now? If you can hear me, wave. Yeah, they can't hear
They
me.
can't. So they can. Oh. Right.
Have it delivered right to your home while supporting a Colorado family-owned business. Learn more at windriverspas.com.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK,
713-8255. All right. Brian, Compass Insurance Group. Listen, what is going on in the insurance business these days? Nothing really. I mean, what you can still do insurance checkups and save people money, right?
Yep. We're still going strong. We're fortunate in an industry that allows us to continue to operate.
In fact, you never really meet with clients, really. You don't have to.
Yeah, a very small percentage of people want to meet face-to-face. Yeah, we can't do that.
Right.
And still do. As a matter of fact, we're finding that people have a lot more time right now and are able to take a look at their insurance.
For some reason,
So,
you're
we're open for business. So.
Okay, so bottom line, if people want an insurance checkup, here's the way it works. They call you, 303-996-9000. They tell you what coverages they have, right?
Yeah. To do that, they could go to our website.
Hey, guys, is his phone screwing up for just me, or is he screwing up for you guys? Major?
He sounds bad here, too, Tommy.
Okay. We may have to reestablish that, but, Brian, once they call and give you their coverages, you go over everything, and they shop it to several companies. They're independent agents, and they find the best deal for you. Sometimes what you have ends up being the one you stay with, right, Brian? Yep. His phone is definitely screwed up. Here, I'm just gonna tell him. Here's what it is. If you want an insurance comparison, we have never done an insurance checkup day ever where we haven't had extraordinary savings. Now, not everyone gets savings, but most people do. They can save up to $200 a month, depending on how many policies you have. Again, 303-996-9000, and that's our Insurance Help Center, Compass. Now, Mark, what are we using our helpline for?
Tom, it's me right now, Suzanne. Mark stepped out for a minute.
Suzanne, what are we using our helpline for? Do you know?
For Compass.
The 771 help. So that's
yes.
Okay. 771 help is also a number you can reach them. 303-771 help, and that's for insurance.
24/7, Tom.
Yeah. Okay. So we were talking to John before, and we have now for the first time, well, the second time this morning, we have open lines at 303-713-TALK. You can get right through, and if you get right through toward the end here, we'll take you either right now or on the other side of the news and stuff. And I'm going to give on the other side the immuno-boosting formula that I take morning and night during this time. And I think I'm going to continue it because I have never felt better after taking it. Now, John, we want to figure out what's wrong with you. And I hate putting it that way. You called us originally for help to get gas money to get back to a shelter. You're homeless. John, you there? I hope you hung on.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, John, I want to analyze a few things. Did you, when you were younger, I'm serious now, and I hope you don't mind me asking these questions. It would be telling. Where did you grow up?
Colorado.
Okay. Did you have Did you have a mom and a dad at home, married and working, and you went to school, normal stuff? Or
pretty normal.
I mean, did you have any kind of an abusive dad or mom?
I think I was emotionally and verbally abused and neglected.
Okay.
That
now,
comes with being a middle child.
Okay, but not like beaten or starved.
No.
I'm not saying the other stuff is acceptable. I'm trying to get a barometer here. How did you do in school?
Terrible.
And why is that?
I told you, I think last week I have ADD. It's probably one of the worst cases of ADD out there.
In what way? Tell me. Give me an idea of your ADD. What can't you do? Can you read a book?
Can't focus. Can't concentrate.
Okay. What have you ever done that you're proud of?
That's a tough one.
Okay, so really, and it's okay if you say nothing, because, John, you sound like an empty vessel so far. I'm trying to think, what do you love doing? How about that? What do you love doing?
I used to love dirt bikes and skiing.
Okay. What else?
I like to make stuff. I like to do welding and fabrication.
Okay, can you weld?
Yes, but I've been out of it for some years.
But do you like it?
Yes.
Okay, stop putting up roadblocks. Do you like welding? Because welding is something, we might be able to get you some training, and that might be something. It might be. Welding is a skill that's going away, and people need welders.
Right.
Okay, and you like activity, physical activity?
Yes.
All right. Hang on. Do you know what, actually? You hang on, and we're going to take you back, and we want other calls, 303-713-TALK. 713-8255. Mark, I swear to God, this guy, he even sounds like the same voice inflection of the other kid, Patrick, that we have tried. I'm serious. The same voice inflection and everything. I'm going to figure this out.
I realize we're all dealing with...
You're right. You're right.
He does.
It has that same, okay. That kind of...
You want to try some of that?
I'll wait till the end. I'll wait till the end. How do you think we could get them in here during the breaks?
That's the thing. I don't know. You mean during the break so we can talk?
Yeah.
Okay. You're getting the signal there, right?
The signal's
it's just
coming
not
in.
coming to us.
Well, so I'm not getting any signal output from even us or the radio from here. But I can put them on, that they see. So
No, what do you mean by that? You're not getting any signal.
Well, like I say, I can listen, just because it's going through here and it's going through that sound card. You know, so I can't listen to a headphone.
But this sound card, does it have a headphone jack?
Not a headphone. Yeah, a headphone jack here, but I can't hear anything from it.
Why?
I don't know.
Everything is going through it.
I don't know.
Did they go through that? Mark and Suzanne go through the sound card or through your computer? See, I have to understand how things are routed.
Okay. Well, through this computer, I can't hear anything. But
no, but what I'm asking is, their broadcast, how are they connected to you? How are they connected to you, Mark and Suzanne?
oh, they're not. But their micro. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Their camera has a sound in it.
Yeah.
So
but how is it
that's
connecting to you?
Well, it's here, but I mean.
But how? Did you tune into their IP of that camera?
Yes, yes,
okay.
yes.
So that camera has an IP address.
Right.
So you went up and grabbed their IP.
Right.
Okay.
Put it together.
So that camera with the mic is coming to this.
That's it right there.
I understand, but it's not coming through your sound card. It's coming through this program.
Right. Right.
And the only reason I hear them is not because they're here, but because they're going to the station.
Right. So, I mean, I can bring them up, and I think everybody else would hear them, but we wouldn't hear them.
What do you mean bring them up?
Facebook and YouTube would hear them, as long as us, but we'd have two competing ones, but it should be okay. But we wouldn't be able to hear them.
But we do hear them when they are on the air.
On the air. That's different. That's
the on air. That's the K.
That's through here, right?
Well, now that's what I want to ask you. They're going to Facebook and YouTube through this program, right? Not directly from their house.
You mean their camera audio? No, I can put it on their Facebook and YouTube.
Well,
but I don't.
When I'm talking to them and you switch to his camera, they're going on YouTube and Facebook.
Their camera, but not the audio. Their audio is going through KHOW.
And that's how it gets on the air.
Yeah.
That's how it gets on YouTube.
Right. We're not using his audio from his camera.
That's
for nothing.
Because we can't get it.
Well,
right now we're getting their picture,
right,
but we're not getting their audio.
Right.
Okay. We're seeing it,
well,
but we're not hearing
it.
Just
like, can you hear us right now on there?
Us.
Talking? Me talking? Do you hear that? Okay. So that's what it is. That's the same thing.
Now I understand. Yes. Yes.
Mark said he's going to figure out the audio after the show.
Yeah,
okay.
That's right. I'll figure it out first, though.
Okay.
And how did he hear me, by the way? How did he hear me?
Well, that's a good question.
Mark, how do you hear me? I can't hear him, but I don't know how he's hearing. I don't know how he's hearing me.
45-second delay.
Okay. You can't hear him right there. No. But you can't hear the Biden cam either.
No. But there's a reason for that, and that is that Biden cam is going into that sound card, right?
No. Biden cam's going into the computer, going out through the sound card, but only through Facebook and YouTube.
Basically, this sound card, this sound card,
right here.
That's how you get all your sound for us, right? Okay, I get it.
It goes out to Facebook.
So if you unplug, I just need to know this. If you unplug the sound card right now, would it do anything? Can I do it or not? Would it?
Well, they would lose all of our...
but can I put it right back in?
Should be able to put it right back in, yeah.
Okay. I just want to know, where's his mic?
His mic's right here.
And we still are getting his mic, right? That's his mic. Okay. And we're getting KHOW.
KHOW is here.
How are we getting all that without being on a monitor here? Is it going through a microphone?
Well, with the KHOW is nothing. KHOW is nothing. I'm not getting anything KHOW there.
Okay. We weren't getting KHOW, but we were getting all of our microphones.
Right. That's not coming through the sound card. That's coming through the IP addresses. Through right into the computer there.
I get you.
Through here.
So the IPs are coming over Ethernet. Okay. Okay. So you're getting fed. I know what it is. We're not outputting audio at all from that program. We aren't.
To this program.
Nope, we're not. They are getting, audio is going out through this and through our program.
Right. Right. Exactly. You're right. Because like I say, all I do is switch it over is for the Facebook and YouTube people. That's the only people that are getting our audio.
Right. But they're getting it through that program.
Right, and they're getting the KHOW when I switch it over to here.
I understand.
So if I switch
everything that goes out from that program, everything comes in.
So it comes in different places.
I understand. Once I understand that.
See, I can, if I put them up.
Hey, we need another number for you to call, or we can call you at your number. That would be the best way to do it. Can we do that? Can we call you right back? I just want to talk to you. That's it. I want to talk to you about everything you've been saying anyway.
Listen while you're washing your hands. Just say,
you tell me what we'll do whatever you can do. We can do it now. We can do it later. What? Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going on right this second. Text me at this number what you want to do. I'll do anything, even tomorrow. I got to go right this second, though. Yes, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show.
303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Okay. We're trying to figure out how to help people in every way we can. We help all kinds of people. And we help with material things. We help with services, whatever you need. And we can't help, of course, with emergency medicine or any medical problem, but we can help you with information, all kinds of information. We can also give you direct help. We're helping people with appliances, helping people with a TV. We're helping people with transportation and with food for those in dire consequences. We're also trying to give the proper advice and pass along information to you. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. So here's the bottom line right now. If you need help, you call us 24/7. Give this number out. We are a clearinghouse for help. So requests come in, we get people who can help, or we do it. But we're a clearinghouse. There is really no central clearinghouse for consumer help. I've been doing this now in Denver for 40 years. It's easy for us because we're set up to do it. 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466. By the way, God love everyone who's trying to do something, okay? You know, like the TV stations have, text for corona medical information, and then we have churches helping, and we have neighbors helping. That's all wonderful. We're simply trying to fit in there as a clearinghouse, so if you don't know where to go, you can call us. That's it. If you don't know where to go, call us, 303, and that's 303-MARTINO, 24/7.
Hey,
yes,
Tommy, guess what?
What?
Bon Jovi's keyboardist, David Bryan, is tested positive for the COVID-19.
Oh. Why are some people getting tested, though? That's what I want to know. The NBA players, how did they do that like as a program for the NBA? Or I'm just wondering.
Because they're famous. They got money.
Yeah, but I don't think that matters. What? I heard people, Deputy Doc just said people can pay privately and find tests. Is that true?
Didn't they test a whole basketball team after one was positive?
I believe so.
That's weird.
But that also kept them from holding the games, too, which was a good thing.
Hey, Tom, have you, I'm being serious here, too. Have you stockpiled anything, and I mean this?
No.
When I was at Walmart the other day, I bought some 9mm shells. I bought some shotgun shells, even some 22 in case I got to start hunting squirrel. But anything, I'm being serious.
No, I have not stockpiled anything. No. I haven't. Now, whether or not I should, listen, here's the way I feel. Our supply chain is not threatened. Oh, there could be things that threaten supply chain, not this virus. But the supply chain is not threatened. The only thing that threatens our supply chain is artificial demand. When I say artificial demand, here's what I mean. There is no way people are using the toilet paper they're buying. That's an artificial demand. Now, even if they wanted to stock up for a few days, But artificial demand is where we start thinking we need 6,000 boxes of cereal and 300 boxes of pasta. It's a fear that I know what people are thinking. Well, I might not be able to get out. I might be ordered to stay home. No one will ever order you to stay home ever where you can't get supplies. So no, I haven't stockpiled because I trust the supply chain. However, here's what it is, Mark. I've thought about it and resisted. Why did I think about it? Because of all you others doing it. You see, it's well, they're doing it. I must have to do it. They're panicking. There's something to panic
Tommy,
about.
I feel bad going to the store and getting more than one or two things.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to take all of it for someone else not to get it.
That's exactly right. I think stores should put limits on stuff. And that's all I can That's all I can say.
There's a social limit going on. People eyeball your cart. I'm telling you, they do, which I think's good.
And Tom, I was at Costco yesterday, and I was trying to buy olive oil for my neighbor and myself. They only let me buy one, and I did not buy toilet paper.
Oh, that's good.
We like reusable.
No, really, reusable toilet paper? That's funny.
No, Tommy.
That's funny. Listen, I have some secrets for people,
I
though.
thought Mark was using banana leaves.
I want to talk about some sensible stuff here, and then I'm going to go back to our caller. And then I'm going to urge you guys to call 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I'm going to talk about my blend for resistance. I'm serious now. Immunoresistance is agreed to by everyone, these items. So this is what I do. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm not telling you it'll guarantee your resistance, but it will definitely help. There's no doubt. You want at least 5,000 units of vitamin D per day. You can divide that up any way you want. I take vitamin D as part of my multi, but here is what you do for your immunosystem. Take in the morning. I'm going to say morning and afternoon. You can do it in the midday if you want. Here is what I do. 2 vitamin C, 1,000 each, okay? So 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C. High concentration of garlic. They make the garlic enzyme. I don't know the measurement, but I take about 2 tablets in the morning. They're high concentration. So I take 2 of the garlic, 2 vitamin C. I take 2 units of vitamin D, or like 2,000. Echinacea. I take 2,400 milligrams of echinacea. I believe they're 1,200 milligrams each. And then that is what I do. Everyone agrees that garlic, echinacea, D, and C are the absolute primary immunoboosters. Everyone agrees to that. And I take it morning and I take it night. Let me tell you, there is a feeling of well-being that is unbelievable with vitamin C, D, garlic, and echinacea, and you feel strong. Now, I also take a good multi. So the good multi should have vitamin D in it and the B complex. Those are important. But I'm assuming you already have a good daily regimen. This is in addition to regular. 2,000 milligrams in the morning, 2,000 at night for vitamin C. 2,000 vitamin D morning, 2,000 vitamin D at night. I'd like you to have some in the between too during the day. Garlic, high concentration of garlic. Again, I don't know those units. I don't have it with me right now. The echinacea, I take 1,200 and 1,200, and in the morning, that's 2,400 and 2,400 at night. Now, something you could add, glutathione and zinc if you want, but the zinc should be in your multi. That's why I didn't mention it separately. The other thing, you want to make sure you hydrate a lot. Hydration is extremely important. Moderate exercise, actually extreme exercise at this point isn't necessary. Moderate exercise, but sleep is crucial. And limiting sugar consumption. Sugar, viruses, and bacteria, and cancer love sugar. They love sugar. They just do. Now,
what about the nasal wash, Tom?
Okay, I use alkalol, not alcohol, alkalol as a nasal wash, and I rinse out several times a day and then blow my nose afterwards, just to keep it moist and keep it healthy. I'm not saying you're going to, although people say you can wash out virus particles if you got a few. The doc even said that if you get it right away. Again, drinking water is not to flush the virus into your stomach where your acids will attack it. We were saying that in the beginning. So many people, so many medical experts that know more than us refuted that. But the drinking is good for hydration. Again, not touching your nose, your eyes, and your mouth, because that's where the bacteria spreads. You can even pick up bacteria from a surface and never be infected. Okay? I even went so far as I was working on my toys and got a little cut here and here, so I kept them covered, because anything that's open where you don't have an epidermis level can be infected. So in your daily regimen, though, I'm assuming you have a good daily vitamin in addition to this. That would include vitamin D and some C and your B complex in your dailies. Also, you would have stuff that like omega-3s. If you don't, then it's not a good daily regimen. Take a daily and then add omega-3s. Omega-3s are extremely important. I do a lot of omega-3s for brain support, and I do like high concentrations. I think I do 2,400 units or milligrams of that in the morning and at night. No, I only do it once. I'm sorry, 2,400 milligrams once. If you have any questions on this, I'm not professing to be a genius on this stuff. I do know this, that for years and years and years and years, I have been doing this, and I've been doing it through research from doctors. I just listen to what they tell me, and then I verify it. That's all I do. And I have to tell you, this one doctor, Doc Rosedale, I've known for years, is a researcher, started out years ago, and he's been doing metabolic medicine. He started as an ENT, but then went into metabolic medicine, the study of insulin and hormone signaling to the body, and the resistance and fighting diabetes and cancers. And he's just a genius when it comes to that. Now, let's talk to Dan. Dan, welcome. What's going on with you, Dano? Are you there?
Earlier this year, yeah.
Yes.
Can you hear me, Tom?
I can hear you fine,
Hey.
sir.
My question is this. There's a possibility that I've already had the coronavirus, and I'm wondering if there's a test that tells you if you had it and it passed.
Doc, do you know that? If somebody had something, does it show up in the blood? Just go over to the microphone here, and we'll ride this level.
Well, there should still be some antibodies.
Antibodies would show up
Yes,
eventually.
that's exactly what the doc is saying.
Right, there should be some antibodies, but I don't think they're testing for that. They're actually just testing for the RNA in the virus. So if there are some virus particles still around, it'll come out positive. But right now, no one's going to give you a test after the fact to see if you've had it.
Okay, so there you have it for that. So
Well,
why?
I understand that.
How sick were you, Dan?
Well, I was pretty sick, but like you know as well as I know, everybody's going to catch a different
That's right.
amount of it. It's going to affect everybody differently.
That's right.
And this was I'm 59, and my kids and everybody, our family just went through what I would call a horrific cold. It lasted a couple of months. My kids went to the doctor for it. I never did, but it was kind of a cold.
When did this happen? When did the first onset happen, Dan?
About a month and a half ago.
That was before it was here, I believe. I don't think well, we don't think it came to shore before then. It could have. But, Dan, the other thing, was it did you have a dry cough?
Oh, yeah.
Dry.
Cough.
Yes. And did you have hard breathing? Although not everyone gets that.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it was just like the strangest cold I've ever had, and it did have body aches, and there was a lot of relativity to it. I'm not saying that was it. But
so the question was, do they have tests that can tell if you had it? The answer is yes. But the answer is also no one's going to do that right now. Their priority is on testing for the RNA, you said, Doc, in the virus, for the virus itself, to see if you have it. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. We have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show, and you can get your calls right in. We have many experts available to answer. We have service people available. We have everything available that you need to help. Stay tuned.
Every weeknight at 6.
We'll bring you an hour-long ABC.
So what I was going to say about Obamacare, all the money they spent on Obamacare, all the millions of dollars to get people with insurance.
I want to draw a diagram.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
All they had to do was
So I'll give you a sheet of paper.
Yeah, here, this is good.
decrease the eligibility for Medicaid. Every doctor in the world
I know.
had everything set up. So if you want to get patients who didn't have insurance, you just open up the Medicaid rolls. We were all ready for that.
Just give these guys a call. Anything you need done plumbing-wise, call Master Rooter. They give great discounts to senior citizens, military.
Scarlet
On top of that,
is
they
here.
even give discounts to
Computer is here.
single-income families.
Okay.
24/7
Now, the
emergency
Scarlet
service, and by the way,
goes
there's still
on the
free
internet
estimates
through the
and
computer.
no trick charge,
Okay,
just in
that's how it gets its internet. This is the cloud. No, well, let's call this. We'll just call it what it is. It's the net, just the net. Okay. Now, this is how this goes this way into here.
Now, is this your computer or?
My computer.
Okay.
I'm just showing.
Okay.
Now, so everything is interfaced through here. This is audio. Now, this is the net. This is how, and then we get through the net the radio. The monitor is simply a monitor. Now, you get into the monitor, and this is where it gets complicated. That monitor that you're getting is only for the station, really. The local sound is going there, but only because I routed it. It would not get anything but the station through here. That's the only thing you're getting through that monitor. I mean, you're getting this, but you're getting this because I routed it through here. I'm using this as a mixer. So the monitor gets station and local mic, right? Local mics, both of these. You get this one, but you only get this when I'm on, right? You only get this when I'm on, right? Test.
I don't get it.
Right here. You don't get it here because it's not being mixed. It only gets mixed when I'm on the air.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So this is mixed local mic. That's what it's called, mixed local mic. So you get station and mixed local mic, which means when this is off, you get nothing here.
Right.
Okay. Now, then this goes to your computer, and this is where I want to know. It goes into your sound card, right? So this goes to sound card, right?
Right. This mix goes into
To
this
the sound card.
Right.
And the sound card goes into your computer, but really your computer is not being used. I know it is, but it's only routing it to here. That's the only reason for this computer.
No, this computer is for putting on base tube.
I know, that's right. But from here to here, the only reason for that sound card is to get to the computer.
Correct.
And the only reason, the computer is simply a pass. This is all this is running this app, and it's a router. That's really what it is.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, it's an internet
Yeah,
router.
right.
Then this is going to the net. So this is going to the net. So we got two going to the net. Now, here's where if we outline this. Now, the camera, local camera, comes in here directly, right?
Yes.
And the camera,
everything is coming.
the local cam is going to USB. That local cam is going into. Oh no, not anymore. It's not USB, but Cat5.
No. That local. This thing is. This is.
Not that, but this.
That's going through.
Yeah,
Right.
but then it goes from here. How do you find the camera in that program? You have to tune to its IP, right?
Yes.
Okay, so really, this is plugged in directly, but technically can be plugged in anywhere in the country. And if you tune to its IP, it's
You get
addressed.
it.
Okay, so this is an IP local cam. IP local. So I get it. So now we have IP cam and we have local mic, right? That local mic.
That is a local. This is definitely local because that goes through the.
But that goes to the sound card. This
No,
mic.
no. This mic does not go to the sound card. No.
Where's it going?
Right through, it's this USB cable going right into the
that's
computer.
okay. Into the computer.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Direct to computer,
Right.
USB. Gotcha.
And so this one here, this is just like Mark's too.
Okay, gotcha.
Mark's,
Now,
this thing is just like
you
Mark's.
pick up Mark on this program, because really it's the program. This is the program, that what we call the app. That's just
Yep.
routing.
Yep.
Now, Mark, you get Mark through.
I get Mark exactly the way
the
we
net.
get that.
Yeah, except
Exactly.
wirelessly.
Right.
So that it doesn't matter. But when the sound comes in now, the same with this. We don't get
It's not, okay, it's not wirelessly. I mean, it's through the cord, yeah, okay.
But it's a wireless connection. He's not connected to us by wire. Yes. What's that?
Like Mark said, look at the monitor.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Was it?
Got issues with youth or
What about
high school
it?
sports?
Okay.
Positive coaching alike.
Oh,
The nonprofit offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit bcadevzone.org.
Coronavirus, what you need to know.
You don't have to look at working from home right now with your kids around as a bad thing. There really are some positives to being on home isolation.
This might be one of the first times that a lot of families make in a really long time, or have the time to sit down and talk to each other about what's going on.
wait, maybe I have it in the car.
Relationship first, Sharon Roberts says it's okay to feel uneasy about this new situation.
If you can step in the back room and, say, hey, I need some this to myself, and maybe all of a sudden you're inundated in new ways, make sure you're still taking care of yourself.
He's talking about using the phone. We could maybe get the phone on there. Let me run out in my car and see if I can.
What's that?
The phone. That we can put a phone.
What about the phone?
I think Mark wants to use that to get with him.
I have, just so he knows.
Oh, yeah.
I have an office phone here.
Everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. 630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station. You're up.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Now, in the midst of all of this, we've also been trying to help people through our career here on the show. In addition to what we do here for consumers, we also take on projects, we call it, from time to time. We'll take a family, let's say, that hasn't fallen off the cliff yet, and we keep them from falling off the cliff. The expression we use, falling off the cliff, means it's too far gone. I mean, we don't have the faculties, we don't have the resources to help. It's way too far gone. But sometimes if we can help somebody get a job or stay in their house or do something before they fall off the cliff, we're able to help families and people. And then we ran across another guy, Patrick, who was a kid, failure to launch, we call it. And we tried to help him. No matter what we did, he fell into this negative failure pattern. We'd help him establish some training and get this and get a place to live. And then he'd go buy a car without talking to some crazy-ass transaction. Or get with a girlfriend and start renting a place or get into a long-term lease or just losing jobs. And I noticed that even though we help and give direction, people seemed, honest to goodness, to revert right back to where they were. And that's why I often wondered, when I heard Bernie is talking, Sanders talking about billionaires and how people don't make, there shouldn't be billionaires, there shouldn't be millionaires, and everyone should make relatively the same. He really was talking about, and then not just making the same, but, and if you do make more, you pay more and all that. And then I started thinking, even if you equalized everyone, at no fault of anyone, no hatred, no animosity, no prejudice, things would be uneven again after a short amount of time. It just would. It just would. And life, I always say, is its own teacher. Life is not fair. Life is discriminatory.
Well, what you're really talking about is some people are always going to excel, Tom, and some people aren't going to excel. How do you stop that in society? It's impossible.
But there are politicians who want to legislate that out, and you can't. And here's the other thing. those who excel and accumulate more, it's not always wrong or hateful or bad. And when they accumulate more, if you take the incentive away and say, oh, you should not have accumulated that, we're going to take this away from you now and distribute it, then they stop accumulating. And,
That's right.
it's not because, it's because, I mean, who in their right mind, if after a certain amount of money, I remember the Antifa people saying, after a certain amount of money, you should be taxed 90%. Well, then who would bother making more? It's just a natural tendency. So John is one of these guys that we talk to, and I swear to you, he doesn't do anything to help himself. Nothing. And it's almost like when you get up in the morning, and now, trust me, I never, ever want to ask people or tell people they shouldn't live. Of course, everyone should live, and everyone is precious, but they should do something with the life force that they have. And I'm going back to John. He almost doesn't even answer a simple question like, what do you do? It's hard to say. What do you like to do?
Real quick, Tom.
What?
So I just got a text from Deputy Clint.
Okay.
Remember I think it was who was it? Is his brother-in-law's in the hospital with this on a ventilator?
Yes.
Dead,
and he was very compromised, clinically obese, and he had, I think he had COPD.
Diabetes.
Yeah, and some other stuff. What's going on with him?
It says prayer and miracle drugs have brought Tom back from death's doorsteps.
Wow.
That's crazy.
What were the drugs?
No one heard you there. What were the, go ahead.
What were the drugs, Mark?
Did he say?
He did not say. Let me look real quick. The equipment proved to be Tom was extremely sick. We're thankful. Aggressive action of St. Anthony's Hospital. Respirator settings today was down to 50. I don't know what that means. My sister has also picked it up. Blah, 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 blah.
Jeez.
Here it is. Doctor told her that, oh, my God.
What?
Told her that hydroxychloroquine is a malaria drug and would poison her.
Hydrochloroquine.
That's the one Trump was talking about.
That's it.
Wow.
I don't know, man, but it sounds like somewhat good news. I don't know.
Oh, man. So, that's good. That's good. I mean, we heard about this guy going in and all of a sudden doing better. That's great. 303-713-8255. Any problems, questions, and complaints. And again, with John, I was going through his life to see where did that switch happen. And he's repeated this several times, so I know it's important to him that he has ADD, a terrible form of ADD, attention deficit disorder. First of all, no one says that about themselves unless they're told that or unless they latch onto it. And when they latch onto it, there's a reason. So is it an excuse, or is there really something going on in his head when he looks down at printing or tries to do a task or tries to do something? He can't. So John, and if I take other callers in between, I just want you to know we are thinking about you to some point. Now, John, you say ADD. So who told you have ADD?
Well, the first time I was watching the news one night, and they said, they were talking about adult ADD. When I told somebody I knew, a psychologist, said, no, you don't. There's no such thing as adult. Only kids have it, and it goes away.
Well, no expert would tell you that, okay? So either you're lying to me or somebody told you and you misunderstood. No one who knows anything would say it goes away and you only get it when you're a kid or anything like that. But it is mostly with kids, and people do, and you can learn yourself around it. But here's what I think, John. Somewhere along the line, you were neglected. You didn't think you were important. You started feeling like you don't have a purpose. And you don't have meaning, right. and that caused you, I think, not to care about anything. Not caring about things makes you not pay attention to things. Not paying attention to things makes you flit from one thing to another and never latch on to anything, really. And for people like you, it takes a real jolt of reality of something that you love, and all of a sudden you say, holy crap, I love this, or holy crap, I have meaning. And John, you don't seem to have meaning. Is there anyone you care deeply about? Anyone at all?
No.
Okay.
Hey, John, have you ever been on antidepressant drugs?
I started over a year ago, and Lately, I
Did
haven't
they
been
make
on
you
it.
feel
Now I'm
better?
starting to
Well,
get-
what were you on? First of all, I would never ask that. This is the doc asking. What kind of drug?
Oh, I've got a couple of them. One for anxiety, one for depression. Buciprone. Let's see. Here I got one.
And before you were taking them, did you feel differently?
A little bit. Very depressed some days.
But this has evened you out a bit.
It's helped a little, I think.
Yeah, but it can't help your inner fire, ambition, and purpose and love. It can't. So there's no particular person or thing you feel passionately about. Nothing. If something happened... What's that?
I used to love motorcycles and skiing, and
okay, what happened
all my
there?
dreams have been pretty much squashed.
Why is that? Why is that?
The lifetime of emotional, verbal abuse and neglect, and
yeah. Well, again, you have a. All
events.
right. Well, right now, though, see, all those things are done. They're over. They're done. Right now, today.
Was there like an underlying issue, like a divorce,
break,
something?
Did you ever have a love in your life?
Not really.
Yeah. And you
Lost
see what?
Plenty of jobs. Never could keep a job.
Well, yeah, that's because you don't care. I mean, you hear that in yourself, right? That you don't care?
That's the depression part, I guess.
Yeah. So if you found something right now, if you had to paint a picture of what you would like right now, what would it be? If you had to paint a picture of a really good life, what would the picture be right now? Just right now. What would the picture be?
Well, a decent little house.
Okay, what else?
Nice shop.
And what?
Shop.
And what would that
Shop.
be for?
Welding and fabrication, working on motorcycles, trucks, and trailers.
Good. Okay, there it is. You even put together more than a few words that one time. What were you going to say, Doc?
It's just a condition called ennui, which means total lack of interest in anything or being able to get joy from anything. And it definitely can be cured with antidepressants and psychotherapy, which is what John needs.
Okay, thank you.
What's it called?
Ennui.
Ennui.
It's ENNUI.
ENNUI. Again, I hate giving you another thing to latch onto, but ENNUI is what he called it.
Isn't there people that simply just
got a break?
No matter what? I mean, there must be people like
well,
that.
chemically,
Easier to stay stuck.
There are people that are chemically predisposed to having their brain chemistry is such that they feel that. But here's the thing:
in the '60s, we called them hippies.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, when you feel a certain way, you actually make the chemicals. There's a big debate: what comes first, the chemicals or the feeling? And it can go either way. People have shown in studies where a posture, a way of speaking, a way of looking at yourself, and a way of acting and reacting can actually change the chemical composition of your brain. So there are things you can do. There's an expression, and it really works. It's called fake it until you make it. And that means brain chemistry, really. That's what they're talking about. We have more coming right up.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Dan Kaplis today at 4, 6 to...
And like I say, that Patrick, it's almost like the sound of her tone of the voice.
Yeah.
Puts it away.
Well, you can tell there's no inflection in his voice whatsoever.
City also a little bit sluggish on eastbound I-70 approaching Tower Road. Road work is slowing things down in Littleton on South.
Did you ever hear that kid that we had here, Patrick? It sounds like him, only he's like 22.
Did John ever say if he's a vet? I don't think so, because he would have gotten.
I don't think he is. I would. Why do you ask that?
Well, because then he can go to the VA. Maybe he hasn't.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant that might have had something to do with it.
No.
With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Janine LaRose, 630
It doesn't sound like PTSD. It sounds like severe depression and ennui.
Then you think. Sponsor a child in extreme poverty with compassion.
You think he was ever a perfectionist?
Change the
No.
world for that child. Just text the word child to 8.
Because sometimes perfectionists they don't even want to get started because they think they
Rocky Mountain Retro Foam is a wonderful foam insulation for your home. It's like a thick shaving cream. You have to visualize this. Actually, you can see a video, foamyourwalls.com. You don't have to visualize anything, just look at it. Foamyourwalls.com. It's a thick shaving cream that goes into the walls from the outside, and it completely covers every nook and cranny, including old insulation. It makes your home 50% more energy efficient. It makes your home 80% more quiet. And yes, they are doing business right now, and they are giving special deals. You got to call them for more. 720-676-6333. Foamyourwalls.com. Take the time to get the home done right in just a day from outside the home. It will not interfere with your lifestyle at all. And here's the great part, okay? It is environmentally friendly, no off-gassing, and you get utility company rebates and federal tax credits for doing it. Foamyourwalls.com.
When you don't know what tomorrow will bring, you should be prepared for whatever it does bring. That's 3.5 going back. Hi, I'm Carlin Tucker. Viruses, political unrest, trade wars, and natural disasters all create uncertainty in the stock market, which leads to volatility. To prepare for whatever life throws at us, we need our portfolio to grow when the market is up, protect us when the market crashes, and all.
Did you see they were testing that Princess, that ship with all the people on it? And they said up to 17 days it could stay on some services. But on metal, and there was like 3 days. Copper was less than a day. Cardboard about a day.
Yeah, cardboard like 24 hours. Why is that?
Creates a lot of peace of mind. We're Tucker Advisors, and we're here to help. 303-734-1234. That's 303-734-1234. RetireWithTucker.com.
This is not an offer to buy or sell. Securities are offered through Tucker Asset Management. Kitchens, baths, counters, and floors, and even replacement windows and doors. Have our word will treat you right at Dunbar. Hi, I'm Tom Stevens. You know, my dad started making that like in the radio when I was no more than 12 years old. He's taught me all my working life that what we do is not rocket science. Our success simply comes from treating people as we like to be treated. And in the days you came, Tom is totally correct. We know that we want a quality job at fair price. We want good service and timeliness of completion. We want honesty. We want to feel comfortable. And we simply want to be treated well. That's what I want too. And Dad, I know that's why we've done our best over the years to make their wants our best. You bet not. So folks, if you're ready, we're ready to serve you. Whether it's a fresh new look from the kitchen or bath, or the warmth and quiet of the person windows, come on. Yeah, we'll get to you right away. 303-722-2295, 800-362-8370, or TRHI.com. Don't miss the Trading Group Show, Sundays at 3 p.m. on KHOW. If you want to learn how to make money in the stock market, the Trading Group Show, Sundays at 3, or call 888-646-8787 for a free demo.
If you have questions about coronavirus, also known as COVID-19, you can visit the Centers for Disease Control website at cdc.gov to get all the latest information. The CDC is our nation's health protection agency and works 24/7 to fight disease and supports communities and citizens to do the same.
MyEstatePlanning.com. You will love this attorney. He's so straightforward, Blake Harris. You know, he always has free consultations, always, and located near Union Station with free parking. Listen, 1 minute to go back. Because nights and weekends, all of his ratings online are 5 stars. Why should you use him? Well, he does pre- and post-nup agreements. He also does probate and trust administration, including litigation. Maybe someone contesting a will, or maybe you want to contest a will. Simple wills, beneficiaries, deeds, power of attorney documents, all trust matter. Whether you want to form it, revocable or irrevocable, he can tell you which one is best in which situation. Amending and dissolving trust, how about living trust? But this is really important, asset protection from creditors and lawsuits. Asset protection is not just for the rich. That's a myth. An estate is worth, let's say, anywhere from $100,000 on up. That's all the liabilities and all the assets. Your net is $100,000 or more. You need protection. That's MileHighEstatePlanning.com.
This is Dave Logan, the law offices of Dan Campbell.
Do you think he was abused as a kid? Or is just his dad was tough?
Doc, we may need you on this next call, but we'll see. Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK. RenewHomeInnovation.com
for beautiful bathrooms and showers. Now, listen, every one of our contractors using safe measures. Yes, they can be in your home without being close to you. They can wall off an area. They can put up plastic. They can do your bathroom. They can do whatever you need with masks, shoe coverings. They wear these coverings anyway a lot of times when they're working. And they have a $1,500 off, or you get 30% off if you mention Martino. That's 303-904-2000, renewhomeinnovations.com. Great bathroom and especially shower innovators. renewhomeinnovations.com. So let's talk and see what's on your mind, Ann. Go ahead. What's going on with you, Ann?
Oh yeah, hi.
Hi.
So, hey, I just wanted to give you a little bit of information
Sure.
if I could.
Sure.
I hear not only you but all these people talking about take this and take that to boost your immune system.
That's right. Yes, I have done that. You're right.
Okay. So I'm not being critical. I'm just
No,
saying.
go ahead. It
that a
doesn't
lot
matter. I will discuss
Okay.
anything. Go ahead.
Okay. A lot of people that have autoimmune diseases, their immune system is overactive. And the last thing in the world they need is something to boost their immune system. But a lot of people, when they are first diagnosed, they don't know this. They don't understand. It took me years to figure all this out. Because, like, I have lupus, and my immune system is overactive. I take an immune suppressant.
So okay, that's a good point, by the way. You know, I mean, there are people, I guess, with overactive immune systems. So may I ask, do you find that your immune system keeps you from getting a lot of things?
Not necessarily.
Because what I have found is people with autoimmune diseases are more sickly than ever. And I think it's because their immune system attacks their defenses and they're weakened.
Well, that's what happens.
Yeah,
You know,
but get what I'm saying. It's an autoimmune, meaning itself. It attacks itself. So
Right.
so you are weakened, aren't you? It doesn't fortify you.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so I don't
We're
know
weakened
the answer.
already,
I mean,
so-
I don't know what you do. When you say you take an immune, it's specifically whatever is going on with your autoimmune. Not all autoimmunes are the same. What kind of an immune
That's
booster
true.
do you take? I'm not booster. I mean suppressant. What kind of suppressant do you take?
It's called Celsip. It's a medication that people that have had transplants, kidney transplants or different transplants take to keep their immune system suppressed so that it doesn't get overactive and reject their new organ.
Okay, and so
I
what
ta-
did
I
you?
take that.
So what did you want to say? That people have to
Well, that's
be
all I wanted to
careful.
say is that-
People have to be careful if they're
Right.
thinking about boosting their immune system.
Right. They need to, well, people that have issues need to
Yeah.
ask their doctor.
Of course
That's-
they
that's
do.
all.
I don't get it. So the supplements you were talking about can possibly cause autoimmune? I mean, I
No,
don't
no, she's not saying that. She's saying if you have an autoimmune problem to begin with and your immune
Don't
system
boost
is overactive, you don't boost it. Or check with your
Right.
doctor.
Right.
Yeah.
And most people that have autoimmune diseases are told by their doctor not to take any type of supplement.
Really? I never knew that. I actually never knew
Well,
that.
I mean, that's why I called, because I keep hearing, not from you, but I can't call every place I hear this, but I thought so many people listen to you.
Yeah.
you
Deficiency
know, I
in
mean-
vitamin D has been widely regarded as contributing to autoimmune disease. That's a deficiency in vitamin D. But a review appearing in this one medical review explains that low levels of vitamin D in patients with autoimmune disease may result and may be a result rather than a cause of the disease, and that supplementing vitamin D may actually exacerbate. Supplementing may actually, to go on to the second part of that, exacerbate. I want to see what it's saying about it. It will, it says exacerbate. Okay, so a deficiency, supplementing vitamin D will exacerbate make the autoimmune disease worse, basically. Isn't that what it's saying? So what you're saying is right, by the way, as far as that goes. I mean, that is from one medical site. But thank you anyway. That's a good thought. Obviously, people have to do by what their doctor says. But I'm saying most people can do with autoimmune. With immune boosters. Now,
Let's take a quick break.
yeah, okay. Oh my God, we're running late. Thank you, Mark. We'll be right back.
is it, most people with disease know what to do. So if you have diabetes, you know what to do. If you have high blood pressure, you know what to do. If you already have an autoimmune disease, you know it doesn't apply to you.
Oh,
So people who have the disease are aware of what they can and can't do.
But I think it's kind of up for debate too, exactly.
Well, yeah, but
taking vitamins.
But the doctors will have told them. But you know what Tom is talking about is the general public who do not have autoimmune disease.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
I never thought of that. That's
no, but it's like people with diabetes, they know what to do, but the general public doesn't.
But autoimmune it's attacking your cells.
Yeah.
Not. I mean, will they also not attack a disease and stuff?
That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering, are you stronger when you have an autoimmune? Are you stronger to outside forces?
Right. It would make like cancer.
He'll look it up.
Would an autoimmune disease help you fight cancer better?
I don't know. I'll look that up.
Because I've always wondered that because it wants to go after everything, but maybe
well,
it just wants.
Again, it's like if you have.
Look, guys, look what we have. Look what I have. Look at all these. Do you want one?
No.
You don't?
I got one.
99%.
I got one.
You did?
I ordered it.
I have 99.
Oh, this is alcohol.
Yeah.
I thought it meant that the stuff that you take in your nose.
No, this is the best shit you can have for
You drink that?
No, it's a sanitizer.
You have some of that?
I have a shitload. And guess why I got it? I'm going to tell you why I got it.
In the airplanes.
No, I got it for my hands, and we're making hand sanitizer. But it's made for, you couldn't buy it anywhere except there, electronics cleaner. People it's the same exact shit. It's the same exact shit. But because it's called an electronic cleaner, you don't have the hoarders taking it. Ha ha!
How much does it have a spare can?
No, of course.
I'll take one.
That's 844 Larson Tax.
Nearly 7 out of 10 teens go to college.
Seriously?
Medical expenses can cost retirees over $170,000.
Seriously?
Nearly 3/4 of people over 65 will need long-term care.
Seriously?
I'll bet you our kids cost us more than $200,000.
$30,000.
When you factor college in.
College, weddings.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, unless you have a son, it's a little bit less.
Even nowadays and stuff, they both.
Well, no, but it's less than a daughter.
But it's kind of like a group effort anymore. It's not like the old days where it was like. My dog has an autoimmune skin disease. I'm thinking about putting him on CBD.
Try it.
Are you a big drug guy? Do you think drugs, or do you look at natural also? Or?
Thinking about getting healthier,
I think
sleeping better, or losing those last few
Right. But do you think everything has to be drugs? Can some natural things do it?
The natural things, it's chemical in the natural thing.
New shows you the why behind your
Sure,
decisions
no.
and habits.
So it depends on what it is.
Synthetic drug, I should say. Is everything got to be a synthetic drug?
Well, don't even have synthetic drugs if you know
NOOM.com.
the amount that you
Change your
get.
thinking. Change your habits.
So that's
Change
the
for
difference.
good. With new.
But I don't know.
It's like the garlic that Tom likes.
Right.
Okay? There's something in the garlic that affects the immune system.
Right.
If you were to take that chemical and refine it into a pill, then it's the same as taking the garlic.
Correct.
Because it's the chemical, everything is a chemical reaction.
Right.
Hey, Dad.
Perfect example. My dog.
Dad.
So it itches and stuff. I wanted to take care of it naturally through.
I got a number for Pastor Jeff for tomorrow.
Different things like that.
And I'd like to get a rabbi on later. Can we do that or not? Have you been successful at that?
But a drug does interact.
It depends on the drug.
But it's going to interact something else in the body.
No, he's texting me, so.
You tell me drug that just does that one specific thing.
So, I got a number.
Ampicillin for the
No, Jeff. I have his number for you tomorrow.
The bacteria.
Okay, let me look it up.
Thanks.
What's the name? Tell me.
And there's nothing like Zoom to make that happen.
Okay, how do you spell it?
AMPICILLIN.
All of your communication needs either.
What time would be good, Dad,
Side effects.
tomorrow, do you think? 10:30, 11, 11:30? What do you think?
Diarrhea, nausea,
Those
vomiting.
side effects.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Conference room.
Whereas
Okay,
natural,
okay.
if I give them
10:30, I'm gonna
spray
tell
on apple cider vinegar or put coconut or aloe vera. There's no side effects.
But because you're not getting a therapeutic dose, in my opinion.
That could be. That could be.
No, every drug in the world has side effects.
Black hairy tongue. I don't want that.
You know what the incidence of that is?
I'm sure it's very.
It's 1 in 10,000.
I agree. I agree. But it looks bad.
Well, yeah.
Who wants a black hairy tongue?
See if your girlfriend wants one.
Maybe.
Well, give it to your girlfriend.
I was just thinking, what does it mean? Your tongue turns black or the hair is black?
Both.
That's 844-425-3669. 844-425-3669. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of mankind. Call us at 844-425-3669.
NMLS 3304, not all of the line. Equal housing lender. Rate subject to change. As we all deal with a new way of life, Denver's talk station wants to help you pay your bills. Listen for up to 12 chances every day to text and win $1,000. Sponsored by Wind River Spas on 630 KHOW.
If you're stuck at home, do what I did and get a new hot tub from Wind River Spas. Hey, it's Ross Kaminsky, and with Wind River Spas, you can build and price your hot tub online, have it delivered right to your home while supporting a Colorado family-owned business. Learn more at windriverspas.com. Here you go, Tom.
Hi, Tom Martino here. I'm going to give you some secrets, okay? I told you my immunobooster formula, right? And I want to give you some secrets. I have all the alcohol I need, the 99.9% isopropyl you can find nowhere. Do you know why? Because people are latching it up to make their own hand sanitizer. Now, by the way, you can use that alcohol. You mix it with some aloe gel. It's a wonderful sanitizer. That's what it is. And they say get above 70% isopropyl. I have 99.9%. Now, how did I find a giant case of isopropyl alcohol when everybody bought it up everywhere, including on Amazon? And I'm not talking about those ones that lie to you and say they're going to send you a gallon from China and all the other places. And then there's like, I look, trust me, they say they're available, but if you look when they deliver, they're going to deliver in 2 months. Okay? Now, if you want something immediately, I found the secret. And I'll let you in on it. I really will. Tomorrow. I'm going to let you in on it.
I put up the secret on the Facebook as well.
No, do you know what the secret is? What secret you put up, Mark? What? Oh, that's funny. Is that the picture you're talking about?
If you were on Facebook, you would have seen it.
Are you talking about the painting? The oil painting?
No painting.
Oh, okay. I saw an oil painting that. Oh, Daphne posted that. Okay, I think somebody posted that oil painting of beautiful toilet
paper. Of the toilet paper,
yeah.
I bought that painting.
Mark, I can't be on Facebook when I'm on, but I'll go on. What is it? Give me a hint. What is it? No, never mind. We'll look at it. Now, do you know what the secret is? Why I can get, and I'm even going to share it, because you can get 99.9% isopropyl alcohol in a nice spray. Now, to make a hand sanitizer, I'm just using the spray. But to make a hand sanitizer, you spray it. You need you spray it into a little spray bottle, and then you put aloe in it. Okay, how did I get it? Because the hoarders don't know where to look. Do you know why? Because they're not idiots, but they are. It's electronics cleaner, and it's the same exact stuff. So I went to an electronics supplier, and I bought
10 seconds.
Electronics cleaner, 99.9% isopropyl. That's it. That's all it is. I'm Tom Martino. Save all your problems for me.
What if you didn't have to worry about the stock market?
We're going to stay up, and I think he's going to call here.
Tell him to call this office phone. We'll put it on.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do.
It's
and then
mine.
we're going to try
it's mine. At extension 100.
Okay.
I got to go do some commercials. So you guys fuck around, right? I got to take that mic to do my commercials. Just unplug it there. I'll bring it back. Thank you, sir. Deputy Doc, as always, it's a pleasure. Now, who wants peppers? Anybody want them? If you don't want them, that's fine. If you're
no, I'll take some. No,
there's enough for everybody.
Okay.
I'm going to get a fresh fork for you, and I'm going to only let your fork touch it. I don't need to touch the end of it.
This is Denver's Talk Station, 630.
Dan, he will not insult you if you don't like it.
Okay.
Do you want to try?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Now these are Italian peppers, my own sauce.
Hey, here's a guy that is a Baptist minister.
Now many times they make this, guys, they make this with peppers.
Yeah.
Excuse me. They make this
With sausage, right?
with sausage. Yeah.
So this, what's your extension, 100?
Yeah. I'm hoping it's working. I never tried it, but it gets dial tone and everything.
Yeah, weren't you talking to Dal?
I think I made these from scratch. They're very.
All right, so I'm going to set the amp.
And rest over the road. Great. They're like, yeah, it's an Italian delicacy.
Dano. Do you hear? Go in and see if that's on Facebook. Dan, don't fuck with it.
Can we turn that down?
Don't fuck with it. It's definitely on Facebook? Yeah. Okay. Dan, can you hear me live time or no? Thumbs up if you can hear me right now. Thumbs up, can you hear me? Can't hear me. We got to get those phones working tomorrow. We got to be able to crosstalk. Yeah, can you hear me through there? Damn it. Hold on. Can you hear him talking? What do you hear now?
Over this. Okay, I do know that, but I need to know the purpose. It's not to go on the air, it's for behind the scenes during breaks for people to hear. Got it.
Let me know either way, okay?
Let's see if we can hear them now. Go back in there. It'll be about a 10-15 second delay.
We just have him call in, and we just mute
I want to
this,
know.
and then go on
Hold
break
on,
with
Dan,
this.
goddammit.
What's the plan?
I'm going to see this.
And we're still up, just to let you know.
Live?
Yeah.
Hi, folks. We're just checking stuff out. So this
What the
goes
heck?
to here. Okay, so the sound is coming into this app. There's an I/O on this app. There's an audio I/O setting. There has to
Can
be.
you hear them at all?
And it won't affect anything, but can you go to it? Can I look at it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me look at these settings. I'm looking at your setting. Oh, there.
Yeah. Hey, guys, save the presets.
How do you
Save
find
the
these settings? I'm
presets.
not getting
This
settings.
sucks. Everybody listening, they can't hear a damn word we're saying. Hopefully tomorrow we're going to be communicating through a certain phone system. So when we go to break, hopefully, and I mean hopefully, you'll be able to hear the cross chatter like you're used to. And we can get back to more of the typical show because they can't hear a damn word I'm saying right now.
Options.
I'm going to go get a drink. I'll let them either kill it or not kill it.
I just want to see
I'm gonna
everything
go
here.
for,
Decoders, recording,
I'm going to go for a drink.
external
This is
output.
insane. Guys, you can't hear a word?
Okay. Use display settings.
They're too busy stuffing their face with pizza. I'll be back in a second if we're still up.
Why is this? Hold on. Oh, that's the frame rate. Okay. And output size. Use streaming. Okay, never mind there. Audio. Automatically mix audio. Show master audio. Okay. Audio outputs. Yay! Here we got it. Okay. Okay, that's what we want. Headphones. Okay, this is it. I just have to figure out now. What choices do we have? Let me get my
Okay,
glasses.
so this is crazy. You guys can hear them, but we can't.
Right?
And they can't hear us. This is just insanity. I'll have it figured out tomorrow. This is really
No,
crazy.
I'll just remember what I
I know why.
I'm just going to do
Because
something
they have no way
right
of
back.
listening.
Okay,
They
that's
have
all.
absolutely
So we're
no way
in
of
settings. Let me just show you where we are. We're in settings.
Tom,
Under audio output.
listen to Facebook. You're not
See,
going to
it
be
had
able to
to
do
be-
it through the inputs. It's impossible.
Here, settings. And then we go to audio output.
Oh my God, this is like Laurel and Hardy.
And then we go to, so the master output is default Windows playback device. And we can go to speakers,
Dan,
Realtek. Okay, is this called Realtek?
Here's
Is
the
this
best.
Realtek?
Okay,
Is that what that's
so
looking
it's
at?
the year
It's
2020.
Realtek audio, right?
And the best communication I have is tapping my cell phone.
I think
It's
that's what it's
unbelievable.
seeing.
I don't know what this is called. This doesn't have a name on it.
I think, let me look. I think it's Realtek. Otherwise, it's seeing, it's underneath here, but okay. Ask Mark if he knows.
I'll let you guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay, brother.
Glad I could help.
Did you like the peppers?
What? Oh, it's delicious.
Okay, good, thanks. I'll make more. Okay, let me just put it here. Hold on. 1 and 2. Okay, what number is it? What number is his audio coming in? His background audio. Just let me know.
I'm gonna call him.
Okay, yeah, Dan, he's calling you.
Yeah.
Just put on speaker. Okay, Mark. Okay.
See, our video's almost instant. It's within a second, folks.
Tom, before I go.
Hey,
I think it's Realtek. Or USB audio device. I don't know
Come
which
on,
one it is.
Dano.
Generic USB audio device. I don't know which. See, we have to do trial and error.
is Tom talking to me on Facebook?
Hi, this is Dan.
Oh my God, this is like.
Get back with you. Forwarded to an automatic voice.
Call me, call me, call me.
He's trying to call you.
God, we've got to have a better way.
I think
Until
maybe
that
it's gonna
office
call.
phone is hooked up over there, this is going to be a nightmare.
Man,
We're trying to call each other.
Mark.
Geez, I feel like it's Laurel and
Mark,
Hardy.
what do you remember? What? Mark.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Do you remember what the sound card is called?
You mean the one
we use for what? There's a built-in one, then there's one in the laptop.
The one we have on the outside.
On the outside of the computer.
It's probably called generic something or other.
Okay, let me show you the choices I have. ASIO generic USB device, or it's Realtek high definition audio.
I would assume
the Realtek is the one that's built in. But what are you trying to
Mark, all you have to do is the I/O. You just have to set the settings so your input goes through the program. That's all. It's not your off-air audio is not coming through, and I just have to route the sound because it's coming into the computer, but it's not go. Yeah.
There is
no way
you and I can talk during breaks through
Lucy Light. It's impossible.
We're not doing it through Lucy Light, Mark. He said, I thought the reason we're doing this is to make your camera mic audio available during the breaks to people on Facebook and YouTube.
And us.
But
listen to me. Please listen. You can only do one output. We can have multiple inputs, but one output. The problem is, if my mic is the input, you can't have the input as your mic in that system. So the only way we're going to do it is the telephone will just be connected right through like a conference call on the office phones and put it right next to the
Now,
mic.
how do you know, I'm not doubting, I'm asking, how do you know you can't have more than one output, more than one input? for Mike?
Well, because I can't hear you on the fly and you can't hear me. Right now on Facebook, for the last 5 or 6 minutes, everybody has heard everything both of us have said, but yet we can't hear each other.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. So when we're on a break and people are watching live on Facebook and YouTube, they can hear us.
But if I do them both, if I do both of these.
Well, then what's the issue?
Because we can't
only
hear
if the Biden cam and my cam is
we
up.
can't hear them.
Oh, so really, both audio mics are going live
They can.
during the break?
We have.
Okay.
Okay, listen to what I'm saying. In the last 10 minutes, if you go back and listen to this stream on Facebook, and we'll leave it up, they can hear you trying to listen to me and vice versa. Everybody can hear us, but we can't hear each
Okay,
other.
now I know. Now I know what we're trying to do. All we're trying to do is monitor that. Okay, that's fine.
Right.
Okay.
So the best way to do it, and I'll tell you what, Howard Stern does this. They use, of course, a higher technique than we are, but we're going to put your speakerphone right next to the Biden cam. He'll switch to the Biden cam like he usually does, and I'll be on speakerphone so people will hear me through the speaker.
But rather than through your mic.
Right.
There's no way to do it through my mic that you guys will hear me. There's no way. Because it's picking up your mic there.
Got it. Okay.
I know, it's a little complicated, but it's one of the limits of this software we're using.
No, I'd say that's easy enough. That's very straightforward.
But they're both being heard. We're both being heard on the feed.
No. Then I'll stop this. When that happens, I'll stop that.
But why can't we monitor this?
I know. Mark says because there's only going to do one output.
What was the question?
No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. I'm saying why right now. Your camera audio is where? Right
this
here?
This one. Yeah, this one.
Your camera audio
is
coming through pretty damn clear.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So that camera audio, you're saying we can't monitor.
I'm not saying you can't monitor it, but I'm not there. I don't know how the hell you do monitor it and monitor your own audio at the same time from the studio.
Why would I have to monitor my own audio?
Well, at some point, let's just say we figured a way out to do both. At some point, you got to figure out what time we're coming back.
Well, we got that speaker right there.
No, I know. I'm monitoring the studio all the time. I never have to worry about that.
Yeah.
I can hear that all the time. Yeah.
Well, we can test any theory you guys have right now. It doesn't matter. Let's test it. But what I'm saying is, how do you listen?
What is this audio here?
Okay. How do you listen right now to me, and I listen to you? If I hang up on you, I can't listen to you.
I know, but I'm going to test some different things as long as you leave your mic up. This is his mic? What is this?
That's another camera. That's this other camera.
Tom, my mic,
that's that one.
I've got 2 mics. This mic right here in my headset do not come in to vMix. They do not, unless if I'm connected to iHeart.
This audio, he says, is his camera.
That's Mark's camera.
Mark, if you tap the mic on your camera, or just talking to that,
right here.
Tap on it.
Look.
Are you sure that's it?
That's it.
Okay. Then that is.
That's where my audio's coming from.
And what does this switch do?
That mixes it, and that here, put it on there.
What this button?
That's the. Okay, now it's off. Now it's not coming in. Yeah.
Now I'm dead.
Is this the meter? What shows the meter? That's on now, right?
Yes.
But this is not on.
That's on, not on. Right.
Okay, so this is his. That's all I need to know.
Yes.
That's his camera mic.
That's his
and
camera
what we're
mic.
trying to accomplish is we can hear. We want to be able to hear his camera mic. Can he hear us though?
No.
So that part, no matter what, even if we heard him, he won't hear us.
He would have to do something else for that.
So then what he was saying about the phone.
I don't think you guys can hear me though. Forget about your second question. Go ahead, try to hear me without the phone right now.
No, I know.
Because if you guys can figure that out, I might be able to figure it out.
Right. Tom's trying to do that here.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. Here, I just need to know some routing here. Okay, so that's all.
This is so far beyond me.
This is good. This is routing here.
You know
So
what? We might have smarter people than us. I'm going to turn my monitor, and I'm going to put my camera on the monitor. If anybody out there is watching us and knows anything about VMix, I can't. It's just too far away. It ain't going to happen.
No.
Hold on.
we're just trying to hear this. What's the M for? Monitor? What is that?
I think it's mixing.
Nah, it's not going to work.
What does it mean, mixing? What do you mean?
I don't really know. I've never.
No. To audio master. Send this input audio to audio master.
So then that goes to that there one there.
I see.
I think no matter what, the obvious answer, and I'm telling audio has to be on, not the bite-in cam, main audio. Master. Yeah. No, not master, main audio, far to the right.
Just, okay, I got all my work done, so I'm going to shut everything down, and I'm going to go upstairs.
Now, right now, everybody can hear both of us. The only way they're hearing you guys, though, is through my speaker.
Working with more efficiency. You don't have the interruptions. If people interrupt you, it's either by telephone call or email. It's
I'm going to see what it sounds like in a minute.
The interpersonal interruptions. Okay. Now, I don't think anybody's going to be suspicious. I don't think anybody's going to complain if you're getting obvious work done at what appears to be the exact same pace as you would in the office. So that's learning to pace yourself and not sit down. Well, I mean, if you want to do it the other way, that's fine.
Yep. You got Brownie's show piping through there too. Kill Lucy Light or kill whatever that is. Is that main audio? That might have been my bad.
And we kill Lucy Light.
There you go. You're good.
I didn't kill anything.
No, you're fine. No, you killed main audio. I told you to turn it on. I was wrong. Doesn't happen a lot.
That's the first time I've heard. I'll bet you $100 you're wrong.
Double or nothing, Doc. Do they hear Right now, listen, right now we can hear everything. We can hear Doc, Tom, Dan, me, everybody. Did you kill it? There's no way we're going to do this besides the speakerphone, and the speakerphone sounds fucking great. It sounds fucking great. You're with me. All right, I can't believe it. I'm already going to have it's 2:19. I've had one drink. I might have a second. You guys are killing me. I don't think there's any way that we can communicate besides the actual phone. But honestly, if you listen to Facebook, Dan, it sounded really good. And we're not even talking the Biden cam. We're talking my shitty cam. But honestly, if you listen to Facebook, Dan, it sounded really good. And we're not even talking. Do we hear them anymore? We're talking do we hear them? What did you guys do? Because we can't hear you guys anymore. Oh, because you have the Biden cam down to 0. That's right. What did you guys do? Because we can't hear you guys anymore. Oh, because you have the Biden cam down to 0. That's right.
I can put the Biden cam up. Okay, there's the Biden cam up.
So now hopefully we should hear you guys in a second. Hold on. We're looking at the
I'm
Facebook
hearing it
screen
through here. But there's 3 feeds.
Is it over-modulating right now?
Hold on. How's it sound?
I'm hearing 3. How's it sound? How's it sound? How's it sound? Now, I can amplify this. If I put this through there, we'll hear them. But I don't know if you want this, or how you want this here.
Well, like I say, it really depends upon what they get out on Facebook. Put on
How will you know?
Well, people yell.
Now, this is just monitoring, right? This doesn't go to Facebook. That doesn't adjust into Facebook, does it?
Yes.
We're hearing triplicate too.
Yes, that's another way to adjust the sound.
If this is that mic, let's turn it off. Is that this mic?
Okay. That's that mic there, right.
Oh, this turns it off too, right?
Right.
Okay, good. And this is toggle. We don't want to have any input there. So that's
now we're dead.
What? What does he mean he's dead?
Really? You're dead?
Well, I thought you turned our mic off. No, you turned which one off?
No,
other camera?
The other camera.
Yeah, the other camera. Now, we have the Biden cam on. Hold on, I just want to put this, I want to just see how this pumps through. So I need a mini to
So we have, listen to this, more states ordered residents to stay home. It's about 10 states now.
Holy cow.
Hey, Mark, but I've been asking the same question for a week. What is the penalty or fine for not obeying it? if it's,
I don't think there's any enforcement mechanism.
that's what I thought. So it's not an order.
All you'd have to do is cough on them and they run away.
Right, but it's a suggestion more than an order if there's no enforcement.
Well, it's not martial law. If it was martial law, it should be passed, but it's not.
But then, if it's an order, there should be some consequence for not obeying, some fine or some penalty.
Well,
maybe I'll come
I
later.
think Denver said there would be, and I know Florida said there would be.
I don't know.
I don't know. It seems crazy to say
a consequence. It's going to use police right now to find some teenager hanging out in the park smoking a joint or something.
No, I agree. But what I'm saying, then it should be a request, not an order. An order has to have some consequence behind it.
Right. And that might come down
Maybe.
if everybody doesn't obey.
Okay, guys, here. This, let me see.
Right now,
Yeah, but we don't want.
understands all of our conversation.
You don't want to do what?
You don't want to switch them back and forth all the time.
I'm not switching anything.
Okay.
I'm just seeing if it works.
Okay.
Ooh, I just heard something weird.
He's putting it to the speaker. Boy, is that the multiples.
See, right now, everybody, it sounds perfect to everybody, but if we hung up the telephone, no one,
it's
we wouldn't know what the hell we're
coming
talking
through there,
about.
but it's soft. This is not a solution, but
Right, it's gonna. There's
too many feeds going on.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to use a phone. Do you want to try doing the phone?
Mark, the phone will work for sure. Let's do the phone 100, extension 100 on a speaker.
You want to call and try it, Mark?
Well, no, I got to program your phone. That's the problem.
What are you talking about?
Working on an issue.
Wait, this phone isn't ready to go? Let me call a cell.
Back to steps, or are you
Let me call a cell. Just tell him I'm going to call a cell.
He's gonna call your cell on that phone.
What?
I'm going to call you right back.
He's gonna call you on the cell.
Bye.
Okay.
What's the number?
720-841-6890.
This should work, right? This phone? He has to program the phone. I don't understand. Is it not working? Maybe it isn't. So this phone isn't working?
I mean, it's just the dial, so it should work.
So this phone doesn't work. I guess it doesn't work. So I thought this, ask him how to make this phone work. Do you have that in first?
Call.
Yeah, I thought you just plug and play.
Did you try dialing 9? Does that make any difference on that phone?
No.
Okay.
But it looks like it should work, huh?
Yeah.
Let me guess, you just figured out the phone doesn't work.
Well, Mark, Mark,
you heard us.
Well, I thought it was plug and play, so tell me what I have to do.
There's nothing you can do. I'm still working on my phone here. As soon as I get mine done, then I'll jump in and program yours. But
is it programmed?
You in front of the phone.
Is it programmed from the phone?
I can do it. Yes. Initially, we have to program it from the phone. Yes. So that was my question. Are you going to steps tonight, or are you staying there? I don't know.
No, I'm not staying here.
His phone doesn't need to be programmed.
Here's what I'm going to have to figure out then. As soon as I get mine done, tomorrow morning, let's just pick it up at 9 a.m., and I should have all the answers to program yours, because I need you in front of it.
Okay.
Yeah, and we can't do it. Like, you can't bring it to Stephanie's and we do it, because the network changes the second you unplug it from Stephanie's and bring it back.
I got you, bro. I got you. But it's done. Yeah.
But that's how we'll do it. We'll have it done tonight. I've got still a bug in mind that I got to figure out, which I'll do with Mikey real quick. And then tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., we'll get yours programmed.
Do you know what the administrative password is? I'm just curious.
1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4. But you're not gonna. I mean, nothing is gonna help you with that, man. You're talking a whole new kind of network. It's a SIP network. It's completely different than anything you've ever dealt with.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go down on Facebook then and YouTube then, okay?
Yep, bring it it down, I'm going to say goodbye in a second to the poor bastard still listening to us. Hasta la vista. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bring her down, Dan.
See y'all.